Hello.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Dread Mists of Durengar.
Oh, we have a theme
So,
song.
we have music at the moment. We have music. It's beautiful. Beautiful music.
Our new intro.
Who wishes to recap of what happened last time?
Me, because I was here.
Yeah, that makes
perfect
sense, Mr. Not
I can
here.
recap if you want.
Go ahead, Yominda. Go ahead.
Last time on the Dread Mists of Durengar, we decided to find a treant of the lightning sword. But apparently there wasn't any, so we left. But we found a nice tree who tried to hide and be sneaky. And then Stormstone talked to the tree for like an hour and a half.
Wait, that's not accurate at all.
That's pretty accurate.
Exactly. Well, maybe they took that long.
Talk to the tree
in-game,
for
but
at
out of
least the
game,
length of their song.
At least 3 hours, three
true.
days. Years passed, we talked. Anyway, we left Treant after realizing we were wasting time. And then we decided, let's attack. What is the castle called? That one castle that we attacked, yes. Care something or other.
Care not there anymore.
We don't care about it, so we summoned a cannon. My character happened upon a piece of old. Paper.
Happened upon
a drawing, a blueprint, of a cannon, which she proceeded to spit out of her mouth. It's like, hey, I found this blueprint.
I've got
We'll
something
make a
for
cannon.
just this situation.
Yeah, sure, situation. And then we just sieged the castle. And then we were like, hey, let's teleport into the castle. It'll be fine. And I possessed Gaston, which was a good idea because if I was there, I would have been dead. Turns out the guns didn't deal as much damage as as our damage reduction, so we're fine. Hello. He's walking in there. And then Baumi's character had a brilliant moment where he summoned greater black tentacles and destroyed everything. And
seems about
at
right.
that stage, we
about
eventually found this core that we were looking for on the hill, and we attacked it and destroyed it. Was that about it?
Yup.
Then it exploded.
It exploded.
Goodly.
Anyone want to fill in any
What-
gaps I've missed? Feel free.
So, after the explosion, you look behind you at the destruction it has wrought, and you see the entirety of that castle has been obliterated. There's just... It is in flames. Dark, horrible flames fill the area. And you don't believe much of what was there survived. Certainly you can't see anything that would be of value left in the area.
Strong, make it perception check.
Oh, you're not.
You can go ahead and make a perception check. Go ahead and search.
They still have all of the bonuses from last time.
I suspect it's worn off, but I can give you a fresh
I
one.
suspect it's worn off.
But I can give you a fresh one.
Okay.
It lasts a long time, by the way. It lasts 1 minute per castle level, I think.
We
Oh yes.
haven't
Oh,
spent
that
much
one.
time.
The one
Like,
godlike perception check he made.
all right.
Yeah, the
Saw the
godlike
pimples on their
perception.
skin.
I have my 4th level formula
Freckles.
lets me create any one level 1 through 3 formula. So I could just I made another one.
Nice. I get out my my spyglass and just like look at it from the distance. We're pretty far
Gentlemen.
away at this point, right?
From a distance.
Oh yeah, you are.
So I get +5 from that. What? How much do I get from you?
You get plus 25 from me.
Nice.
I will aid another. Like, look, you might have missed something there.
How much does that give me?
Don't forget to look there.
Plus one,
Plus
I
2.
think. Plus 2.
Plus 2.
And I'll aid another as well. Let's go.
So
Oh yeah,
do I get
definitely
an
works.
do I get 8 number from you as well? Do I get another +2?
You get another
No, you have
plus
to roll
2.
No, roll
Never
1d20. Just 1d20, Blaze. If it
Wha-
goes
why-
above 10, you get it.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't get a plus 2 from me.
But you
Aw.
rolled a perception check, so that's not.
But it's still a 7. Like,
Still
it's just-
D20.
Yeah. Oh, it's still a 7, so yeah.
83.
All right. He notices things.
You
He
look
notices that there
with
is
your
nothing.
keen, unbelievable eye, and you spend maybe an hour or so actually searching in the rubble of this place, still somewhat on fire. You do eventually come across the burnt and destroyed remains of what seems to be goblets of gold, which are kind of melted and turned into a slag, but it's still gold.
We'll take it.
So
I can
you
pretty this up.
find and you are going through everything and looking through it. You find maybe about 1,300 gold pieces worth of actual gold in there, but it is in slag form. It is not gold pieces. It's just
It's molten gold.
it is molten or was
We can
molten.
make.
So it's just like a
Right.
big bunch of gold. What can you do with that?
I can carry
pretty,
it.
I can pretty it up and make it look like coins. Don't worry.
Can we make a statue of Gastork?
Yes.
We'll make
Yes.
a golden
I
statue.
vote for that.
Alright, so
Okay.
We found something.
So, while this was going on, Ozpin, who had not accompanied them for this particular adventure, had been doing something else entirely, in fact. He had been going off on his own, looking for the creature that was going to provide him with enough of a challenge that he would be able to unlock the full potential of his scythe. And that is exactly where we will be moving to now.
What I'm gonna do before the fight starts is I'm gonna put on a oil of keen edge onto the scythe. So my
Okay.
range, instead of being from 19 to 20, it's from 17 to 20. And I'm also gonna haste myself.
Okay, so you find yourself in the middle of just another one of the forests surrounding the area that you have claimed as your own, your home. Let us give us that there. There we go.
This forest looks quite familiar.
So, in these
There was
forests, your scythe has led you to this area, knowing that somewhere in this zone there is a creature that could pose a true challenge to you. But as of yet, you haven't been able to spot it. You know it's somewhere in the area, but its presence eludes you. What do you want to do?
I have no idea.
Surprise, his equal match is sneaky.
This is true. I'm gonna cast detect magic to see if I can see anything around him.
Not a problem. Go ahead and cast that. Give me 2 seconds, though. I haven't got my dice. I've prepared everything else but my dice. Curses.
That is
I will take this time to get what?
Meanwhile,
This music is so.
the Stork is practicing his intimidation against the tree.
I think everyone can agree that Diablo 2 nailed their soundtrack. So. For all of my stuff. I haven't played since. When was the last time that I was in a game? Like 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
Week before last, the one that didn't get uploaded, right? You were there for that,
Yeah.
weren't you?
I didn't know.
Or we didn't play the week before last, so the week before that.
Yeah.
But you were there in the episode before last.
yeah,
You only missed one episode. Because we all missed the week before that. That was the week I was at the International, and I don't remember why everyone else missed it.
Okay.
Sabis was sick.
Sorry.
Sabis couldn't do it.
Oh,
either,
yeah.
So.
That was so...
Okay.
convenient.
There's a fray missing. There's a fray.
Okay. So, well, Frey isn't quite so important for this particular encounter. This particular encounter requires only Ozpin. So, Ozpin, walking through the forest, it's a bit it's almost eerie to you because it's so silent. You get the feeling of your hair standing up on the back of your neck as you all walk through. You're trying to find this opponent that you are supposed to encounter, but there doesn't appear to be anything around. But you can just feel that something is in the area.
Oh yeah, I cast detect magic
Detect magic. Nothing magical comes up on your senses.
thing. I ask Avarice if he's certain that this is the place.
You doubt my senses? I know that what creature we are after is in this area, but... well, the specifics of its location elude me.
Well, I have no
It
means.
is hiding its presence well.
Jesus.
You continue along the forest, looking around.
So I have nothing that I can use to find.
Eventually, on the ground in front of you, you notice there are a collection of what appear to be carcasses or remains. They are. It is a collection of bones.
Could I see what the remains are from, and like the size of the creature that they're from?
Sure. Go ahead and make a nature check.
God. I'll let you check. Let's see. 6. It is 22.
Okay, you realize that the bone structure of them is quite large. Whatever this was some form of large creature, possibly some deer or elk or something along those lines. And there's some larger bones in there as well of some even larger creatures still. But it all seems to be just collected underneath a fairly large tree in the area.
Under it, like in a hole in the tree, or like?
No, just kind of scattered around underneath this tree.
God. I'm going to stealth.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
I'm good at this one. There it is. Click
Wow.
of Elvenkind.
Mm-hmm.
Light the
Easy.
forest on fire. Do it.
No, I think I'd get crucified by Stormstorm if I did that.
Don't my farce. I know.
He doesn't know where you are. He doesn't know what you're doing.
He rolled an 83%.
I have an 83%.
He sees
I know
everything.
That doesn't make him God.
How much perception does a god have? It can't be more.
They can take 100 on perception. Probably.
God.
Well, so mine is only 20 worse than a god, is what you're telling me.
So what was your was that your stealth roll there? 52?
Yeah, 52.
Okay. So to anything that was perceiving you, you vanish from sight as you turn around behind a tree and cloak.
Is the vase lacking? Just miss
A little
everyone.
bit. But you close.
Yeah. We're
References.
both lagging, dude. I think it's RIP Australia.
No, I can hear everyone else.
Australia.
Lower the
think
bit rate a little bit.
I think it's just you at the moment.
No, you as well, Alan.
Could lower the bit rate
So-
slightly.
Okay, it's not actually lagging. We're just talking about it lagging, so can we just keep going?
Okay, yeah, continue.
So as you back up against the tree and look around, I need you to make a perception check.
Not good at that. Perception 7.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're looking up and around, but there doesn't appear to be anything in your line of sight. But the hairs on the back of your head are just it's almost like you know that there's something powerful around, but you can't see it, whatever it is. You must be so close to it though, because the forest around you is completely still, and there's these carcasses on the ground, and you're almost starting to become a little nervous because whatever this thing is, you can't see it.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is the tree that I'm standing up against the tree that has all of the bones around?
Yes.
I hit the tree with my scythe.
With your scythe?
Yeah.
Shh. The tree shakes a little bit. But it shakes as you would expect a tree to shake, not anything more than that.
That was worth a try, I think.
Oh, it wasn't bad.
Light the forest on fire.
Shut
Don't.
up. I just stay quiet and just look for movement, and I just
Okay.
wait until I see something
So
move.
sitting down, waiting, you eventually notice something very large begin to move away from the tree. It seems to be traveling from tree to tree, and you only get a glimpse of it, but whatever it is long and large.
Snake.
Snake. Okay.
And it's down to get the friction on.
It's Bobbart.
But oops.
Is it a snake? Yeah, it is a snake.
But it has moved to another tree nearby and then disappears into it. Whatever it was fast, and you could barely catch a glimpse of it before it has vanished again. It is well camouflaged. Oops, did I move the background cursors?
You know what would really disrupt its camouflage?
Lighting the forest on fire. Yes. I understand.
Do it.
I am going to. Do I know which tree it was that I saw it?
Yes.
Lost.
Yes, you saw it leave the tree you are under, and you are so thankful because whatever this thing was it was big, and it has shifted to another tree nearby. The other tree nearby is this one over here now.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over here, and I'm gonna cast Thunderstomp Greater.
Okay, describe that.
It just says. Oh, yeah, I'll get the details.
Get the
So details.
real description.
Thunderstorm.
Be careful which tree
Thunderstomp
you're in.
Greater. It says, you stomp your foot or strike your weapon against the ground or floor, creating a ripple of power that you can use to trip a creature. Then it's all what it does. And then the greater version, it says, the spell functions as Thunderstomp except as noted. Which means I think it can. It's in a line rather than a creature. Yeah, it's in a 60-foot line. So I'm just gonna make it go up the tree in that line.
Up the tree in that line.
Yeah.
From my understanding of the Thunderstomp, from the way you've described it, it works on the ground.
Okay,
not
then I'll do
up
it.
the
So the line
tree.
goes through.
The
like
the line does go through the tree.
Yeah,
So,
through the tree.
Tree.
you gather your mystical energy and thrust it through into the ground, and the ground underneath you shakes and cracks and quakes as a line of earth breaks underneath the tree, and the tree itself loses foundation and starts to collapse. And you see, just for a moment, once more, that creature, whatever it is, and you're pretty sure it's a snake by now because it looked like a snake as it darted from one tree to the next.
Okay.
Those tree snakes from Dark Souls.
But it moved impossibly fast from that tree into another tree.
I yell, "Get down from the bloody tree! I'm here to fucking fight you."
No response.
No
Intimidation?
response, of course. Yeah, it was a fucking snake.
Snake.
It doesn't understand.
Snake.
I don't know what I can do to get its attention. I have no
You
idea what I
could
can
light
do.
the forest on fire. I'm not kidding. It's really a good idea.
Yeah, that
Do
is
you have
probably something
food?
that I would do. I'm totally gonna do that.
You
I'm
have fire
gonna,
resistance. He's gonna take constant dot damage
Okay.
the whole thing. He can't
I'm gonna
hide.
cast Dragon's Breath,
Yes.
and I'm gonna set the forest on fire.
Okay.
How many elders
so,
are
Sorry,
there?
Strom.
how,
You're gonna
So-
start a massive forest.
whereabouts are you going to set this
Which
fire?
which tree did I see it run up?
You saw it run up this one over here. Can you see that? Am I on the right layer? I'm not. Okay. This one.
Okay.
This collection of
um,
trees here.
So it'd be a cone-shaped burst. I
Are there
will.
any elder trees in the forest?
I'm gonna just set that tree ablaze.
The tree itself?
Like I'll blow the fire just up so it completely engulfs the tree.
Should spread.
Okay, so as
I'll
you
find the description.
gather this power, this fiery energy courses through you, and you blow out a burst of fire up the tree itself, and the tree, from this intense heat, immediately bursts into flame. You can see that the tree was a little on the dry side to begin with. This whole forest was, so it immediately bursts into flame, and then you see also immediately that whatever this snake is, which is very big.
Basilisk.
Badasilisk.
Badass.
Oh Jesus Christ, that's huge.
Oh, it can eat you, by the way.
Rip Australia.
Welcome
Oh,
to
it's just
wel- no,
it's
wel-
in
welcome
Australia.
to Australia. As the snake bounces, like kind of throws itself off the tree
Alright.
Did the fire
with its
hit
mouth
it?
open in your direction.
Did the fire
One-
hit it first? Because it does do
Let me
damage.
smash.
It's a reflex save, isn't it?
Yeah, DC 20.
Okay.
Let me eat.
No, the fire does not hit it. Well, it takes half damage.
Half
Yeah,
damage. It's
takes half damage. So go ahead and
Seems
roll
pretty
roll
damage.
It's 86.
Ooh, nice.
That's pretty good. Takes half damage.
Okay.
Come here, you bleeding bogan. Alright.
Please curse the shit out of it. I'm really excited to see Ozpin go nuts on this thing.
I wonder if that was an elder tree.
I
If
can
he
answer
doesn't
the question.
win, then there's no
Okay.
way for us to ever find him.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the thing is, like, I can get away if I really need to get away. I don't.
I'm very
Nah, you'll be
optimistic
fine.
that your even match is not even.
Well, even if it gets swallowed, he can still cut his way out of the stomach.
Or
Yeah.
So
dimension
minus
out.
15. Okay, there we go. Lovely. So
Curse it from the inside.
I'm
Yeah.
going to need
Because
you
it's
to make.
inside.
I'm going to need you to make a reflex save as well.
I'm good at those.
The DC is 25.
Gets
Whoa.
a natural one.
Oh, okay.
Ouch.
Oh,
That's a
Ozpin.
crazy DC for
12.
reflex saves.
25.
Oh my god!
So, watching, like, focusing on this fire that you're generating, you almost missed the fact that the snake was already poised and looking in your direction. It had registered you as a threat, and when you've burst out fire, it decided to strike. It threw itself in your direction, dodging the majority of the fire and taking only a little bit, but you just barely notice it as it bursts out of the tree in across a massive gap and lands right next to you in a strike, and you dodge out of the way and manage to avoid its surprise round. Roll initiative.
I'm good at that.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
gets a natural one.
Add a turn.
Oh, you're just right. This is like one above its.
Plus 8.
I'm good at that.
22.
Add a turn. There you go, Ozpin. Add your turn.
Hell.
And it's going to get...
Oh man, 21. That'll be funny. Come on,
Apparently it didn't like it. Apparently it didn't like the fire, because it got a natural one.
I mean, it doesn't make any difference. It's just, it was, yeah, pretty much who gets to go first.
Ozpin is just
Yeah,
getting
a
lucky
big
in
deal.
this situation.
not a big deal in this particular case, but it is right next to you from its strike. So it is in melee range.
That's convenient. I can make a full round of attacks, right?
You can. So, go ahead.
Oh god. So I am a little
Don't
rusty
get
on this.
eaten.
So, first attack, I am going to apply Retribution on it. Major Hex. Retribution.
Okay.
I gotta find what the DC of that is.
Spell-like ability.
I don't
have this
know what
written
it
down.
is.
I look it up every
someone,
time.
someone has it.
10
Hogan.
plus half your level plus your ability modifier.
Supernatural ability.
So my
Sorry.
ability modifier is
That's the supernatural ability one.
Yeah, so
2
is that.
plus half my level is 6, so it's 8. DC is 18. Will
Yep.
save.
DC is 18.
It's a
Will
save. Yeah.
Okay. 7 plus 5 does not get past that will save.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
So, immediately after the Hex creature deals damage in melee, it takes half the damage back itself, and it bypasses any resistances, immunities, or damage reduction. It just takes
Interesting.
Half the damage
Half-
that it does to me goes back onto. Period. And that's
Got it.
that's with
You have.
That's the one you,
You
put
have
on him.
cursed.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the accursed strike. So I apply that on an attack.
Okay, so it is accursed. I've put the little modifier on that there.
Okay.
You
Just
still
to
get
remind
an
us.
attack off, right?
I have to actually roll the attack, and I have to hit the attack for that to actually happen. Sorry. I should have made that happen first. My bad.
Oh yes, please do so.
Plus 21. 34.
Yes, that hits.
And then on the next
Yes,
attack,
that does indeed hit.
just an attack.
Yep.
I'll do the damage altogether. That way.
What's the intelligence
sure.
modifier?
Sorry.
Intelligence modifier.
I've already done it. My intelligence
I wouldn't-
modifier is 2. Half my level is 6, and then plus 10 is 18. So it's
2
18.
rounds.
Oh, is that how long it lasts? Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll
what
note
was I
that.
doing?
Thanks, Frey.
doing the second. 16.
Ooh, the headband would have made a big difference there.
Yeah,
That one also
that's what I
hits.
wanted. Now the vital
3
strike.
more rounds,
is,
3 more to the DC.
Wait,
Get a
what?
Vital strike during full round.
Vital
attacks.
strike is not allowed.
You can't. Yeah, you can't vital. Yeah, we've discovered that last session.
This is
You
a
cannot-
hasted
That's
attack.
good to know.
Yeah, haste works, but not vital strike.
All right. Well, I am hasted, and so that is that the same thing?
Haste
yeah,
does
you
what
get
you
one-
thought vital strike does.
No. Vital strike is more powerful than haste.
Yeah, it
Yes.
does
Yeah.
more damage.
Well,
It does
haste
more
is when you
damage.
do. Oh, it also does bonus damage. Okay, yeah, it's
Yeah.
just that you get to do an attack with your full.
It gives you extra damage dice. Doesn't change the modifier though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think if the haste attack is the maximum bonus again.
Yeah, it's
So
just
wait,
like the first hit. You
is-
just get one
isn't-
more attack.
doesn't-
with full bonus.
Doesn't haste give you one additional attack action,
does.
or is it?
It does.
No.
In the case you can.
No, it gives you
No?
one additional attack when you're doing a full round attack. If
yeah,
you do
yeah,
a full
right,
round
yeah.
attack,
Okay.
you get to attack
Okay.
one more time, or
Sorry,
you can run extra
I thought that's
far.
what you meant. I thought
Yep.
that's
Okay.
what you meant.
Yep.
Neither of them give
So
you
in
extra
that case, yes,
actions of any
all
type.
3 of those hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Damage is. So all 3 attacks hit. So it's each one is 2d4 plus 9.
Is your hit points really 46?
Mine, no. I just forgot to change it. My hit
Right,
points
you
are
might want to
89.
change it.
Yeah, my hit points are 89.
This is like,
Yeah.
oh god,
Might-
this isn't even.
89. That's slightly better. There you go. Now you got hit points.
So 2d4.
What's your armor class?
22.
Okay.
So I've just got to figure out how many dice I get. So it's
Yeah,
How many
yeah,
hit points
80,
does Yuminda have?
64 plus.
Health
and
is like. Hold on. I'll tell you.
so
I guess I
That's-
probably should have given you some drugs for the road.
that's all of the damage I rolled.
I don't
three
have to
attacks,
be there for
rolled
my
into one.
infusions to work.
That's weird. It's not showing up.
39.
Okay, you take a good
Oh,
swipe at
and-
it with.
I do fire damage because of the thing, the partial
Yes.
upgrade.
That's the thing
My
of
partial
damage.
upgrade, so
yeah.
that's That's another 3d6. Because it's on every attack.
It
not-
does
another-
not have damage reduction. No.
Okay, well then you can do it like that. Then you can roll all into one.
55 health.
who doesn't have energy
Yeah,
resistance?
that's fair.
No, nice.
That's-
3 5s.
That's good.
That's 15. That's very nice. So yeah, your scythe, or it's as it is in reality, the sickle, bursts into flame, even though it is in the form of a scythe.
Oh, I actually crit on
and
2
you-
of those, but I'll do it next time. I forgot to do them, so.
Oh yeah, the 19. You crit on the 19.
I actually
And
crit on
18.
them because of the oil of keen edge. I crit on 17, 18, 19, 20.
We really should
Because
set
my
up
crit
attacks.
Wow.
range is 19 to 20.
Well, in that
And
case,
keen edge doubles
just go ahead and
your
roll.
crit range.
Confirm. Just go ahead and confirm the critical. Like those are legitimate 19 to 18. So
How do
I see no
don't-
reason why.
I don't remember how to confirm crits. Is
You
it
just
all
roll
Just
it
roll.
back.
Just roll again and
Boom, that
roll
time.
again, and if it
Okay.
hits, it confirms the crit.
So one of them was 16. That's the second attack. That's to confirm the second.
That one hits. Yes.
And to confirm the last one is another 20. Natural one.
That one does not.
That's
That one
fine,
does
so-
not.
My crit is times 4. So I'll
Yes,
just...
it is. So the one that crit, which was the first one, the 35.
No, it was
Second one.
the second attack. So it was the
Oh,
middle
sec-
2
yeah,
dice,
second-
which
middle
is
2 and 1.
2
and
and
one.
1, unfortunately.
Plus-
times by 4.
Plus.
Oh wait, no,
No,
do
2 and
I
1.
multiply?
2 and 1
Plus
plus
what?
9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
you-
so
it's
that
12
whole thing
times
times
4.
4.
it's 48 damage. So you do 36 additional damage.
36.
Nice. I didn't realize you
So-
multiplied the modifier as well.
No, you do.
Yeah,
oh,
you
and I
do.
multiply the fire damage as well. Oh no, it's a shocking burst. It's a
It's a
fire
shocking
burst.
burst.
It
Shocking
explodes. It
So remove
explodes.
one of the
Fire
5s
burst.
and replace it with a 10, right?
Let me. I have
Sure.
it written. I copied and pasted it.
No, because
That's not how it works?
it's additional. It's additional. It's an additional D10 damage.
Oh, really? It's an additional D10 damage.
Yeah,
It's
no,
an
it's
additional
D8.
D10.
D8. D8.
Additional D8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I
What's
also
fucking-
get to
Wait, hold on.
apply-
One second. What does your scythe crit on? This is
My
important.
My scythe.
Frey,
Okay,
we're
I
past
have
that.
We're well
the
past
No,
scythe.
no, no.
Yeah.
Okay, Frey, listen. The scythe itself crits on only the 20. I have
Oh, never mind
improved critical on the on the scythe, so it's 19-20, and then I have keen edge, which doubles my crit range, which puts it to
What is the
17.
multiplier?
I wonder if that's
Multiplier is times 4.
Then it's a 3d10.
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 Oh, right, because the critical improves the power of the
No, it doesn't
strike.
stat.
It does.
No, it doesn't. It literally says multiple effects that increase a weapon's threat range, such as the Keen Edge spell and the improved critical feat, don't stack. I mean, it doesn't get any clearer than that.
Then I don't crit anyway.
Then the 19 still crits.
Oh no,
The
19.
the 19, which
19
confirms
still
still
crits, which
crits.
you
Yeah,
confirm
the
still
19 that
crits.
confirms still
Yes.
crits.
Okay,
Right.
but the 18 does not. So you have
That's good to know.
18 to 19. So that still works. Yes,
And
but
it's
it's
still not
what Frey's talking about is the flaming burst weapon does additional damage on additional
Yeah.
powered crits. So instead of it does 3d8 points
Yes,
of fire
it's
damage.
3d8. 3d.
Oh,
I
so
also
yours
get
just
to-
a D8 version instead of a D10 version?
I also get to
Oh.
apply another spell because I have an arcana called Critical Strike. So I'll apply Frigid Touch.
Wait, why
Nice.
is it 3d8? Wouldn't it be 1d8?
It's
No,
read the
it's
description
4.
above.
One-
Just
one
read the
D8.
Read the
text above.
description.
Yeah.
That's- I'm gonna apply Frigid Touch as well because I hit a crit. Just look up the Magus Arcana called Critical Strike.
I will believe you.
Yeah.
This put him in so much.
So
simpler
you
than
hit
open
it
attack.
really hard. You were preparing for this. This is
That's right.
exactly what you had intended to do, and you wail on this snake that had fallen directly into what if it was effectively your trap.
1 second. Frigid Touch doesn't have a save, but it does have spell resistance. So if it's resistant to spell thing, if it's immune
it
to
is
spell,
not.
to
It is
to
not immune
ice
to
things.
spells.
To ice things rather.
Yep.
To
So
cold.
how much extra damage?
It's 4d6, but because I crit, it's 8d6.
Oh my
I do
God.
double
This is
damage on a
still
crit.
in the first turn, by the way.
Yeah, no, this is just because I crit. This is just what happens when I crit.
That's funny.
It just doesn't happen.
Damn.
It's
Yeah.
8d6.
This class is really silly when they get opportunities like this.
So it's 111 plus 32, is it?
It also has to roll a fortitude
140
save.
total damage.
Fortitude save. Okay, it can do that. It rolled a what's that? 2035.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm not even going to look up what the DC was.
Ozpin
Yeah,
has
no,
double
it doesn't
damage
matter.
right now.
Right.
He's 10 plus the spell level plus your ability modifier.
It should be level 0 spells. So.
So you, with your incredible strength and the scythe positioned just right, you manage to strike out and take off a massive chunk of its neck. It feels like you should have severed its neck, but it didn't. It's still going.
Good.
In an elemental explosion.
And it, in turn, strikes at you with its attacks.
It's daytime, right?
It is daytime.
Shit. Wait.
So... First, it's going to try its bite attack on you, which is a 35 to hit.
It definitely hits.
Yeah. Okay, so that is 4d6 plus 19.
Does it get a grab attack for free?
So 4, 6 plus 19. Yes, it does. However, it's 46 plus 19 divided by 2.
The grab is
'Cause we'd-
automatic.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you don't need to roll for a combat
Oops.
maneuver bonus. Like, he's just grabbed now because the attack hit.
Yes.
No.
So you take 17 points of damage,
So that's 70.
but it automatically gets the second attack, which is the grapple.
And
that
just
is
happens.
yes, it immediately grapples you.
Oh, okay. No, it's. I thought I. Took
No,
it.
you don't get to because it's
So-
landed this attack. It effectively lands its grapple as well.
I take
takes
5
half
less
damage.
damage because I have. Yeah, we've done that.
No,
I
it
have-
takes half your damage.
Oh, it
That's
takes yes,
true.
it does.
Oh yeah.
But I have damage reduction, so I take 5 less in the first place.
So you
That's right.
take
It takes 6. I take 12.
Mm-hmm.
However, it does get to do its constrict on you.
Oh, it doesn't
So
have
you-
poison. That's good.
You
I
you
don't
find
like
that it has its massive form encases your entire body all of a sudden, as it gets to roll another 46 plus 19.
Doesn't it eat him?
So you take
Swallow whole
16
can
point-
only be done afterwards. Like, he can only
16.
swallow whole next turn. He can't swallow whole
yes,
right now.
it immediately gets the constrict, but it can't swallow whole just yet.
Did you say 16 or 17?
In this case, it's 17 because it's rounded up, so exactly the same as last time.
So I'm down to. I'm just doing it in PC Gen.
Yeah.
I'll do it in Rot.
Yep, that's fine. Okay. So,
Alright.
that was its turn. It's your turn again. You are now constricted, though. You're considered grappled.
Ozpin, no.
So. So I'm grappled.
You are currently grappled. Yes. Let's have a look here.
Does it mean that I want to see him eat?
Portal opens just on out of nowhere.
Okay.
Am I able to think that it's funny to see him eaten alive? I don't know.
Yes. No.
I'll still just keep.
You are not, however,
outside.
pinned, so you can still make a full round attack. You just can't move
Okay,
away
that's
from
good.
it.
That's good.
You
to know.
also are -4 to hit.
Okay. I will.
Newest snacks.
There's-
Ozpin crackers.
That I. Oh, I'm gonna put which enchantment should I put on my weapon? Let's
Ozpin in
see.
the butt.
You would be
Um,
casting defensively. You
No. It's not a cast. It just happens. My scythe just gets something. I spend an arcane point. It just happens.
okay?
It's not casting.
Ah.
Isn't
the
it?
Class ability.
It's not. It's not a spell. It's a class ability.
Okay, if it's a class ability, that is different.
Yeah. It's not a spell. I just gotta
Nagus.
decide what I
Nagus.
put on it. I think I'll just put on shit called dance. Shit called. I wrote it down and I lost the thing where I wrote all the things down that I like.
Man,
I
that
believe.
that crit, man. If you didn't get
Yeah.
that crit,
I do a lot of different things on a crit. Very nice. Give me 1 second. Open up PFS. Get the weapon enchantments up.
Rose says she can help set up your weapon. You can roll 20 if you want.
Sorry.
Later I could help you set up the weapon. and
It's
roll
fine.
20 if
It's
you want.
fine. I'm just not prepared today because I wasn't. I didn't think today was Saturday. Just lost track of the days.
Like
I'm not gonna
yours.
lie.
Monday. No.
Going to put on.
My sunglasses.
Let's see.
And the cool as hell. Just that eye.
Wounding.
What are you gonna put on? That's a good question.
I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'll do wounding. So it applies when I hit.
Okay,
Yeah, spend enough.
go ahead.
I'll just do a full round of attacks.
Yep.
And on the first attack, I'm going to apply corrosive. What's it called? Corrosive touch, which does 5d.
That is a spell, isn't it?
It's with
Remember Marcus?
it's cast through the blade.
It's still a spell, though. That means it gets
It's
an attack.
still a
of
spell.
opportunity.
Even it's
Thing is,
Okay.
mages cast spells in combat. That's the whole thing.
But you-
yes, but that's still a spell. It still provokes an attack of opportunity, even though you are casting
Just
it
wait.
through the scythe.
There is something about it that I'm reading the because there's a thing called improved spell combat. I just got to read a paragraph of
Yeah,
text.
that's their whole gimmick.
What is it,
No,
Margus?
The gimmick is that they can
Magus.
both cast and attack. That
Yeah.
is the gimmick. It doesn't
Yeah.
really get to cast.
No,
for
it's
free.
one of the higher level things that.
Yeah, it is arcane spells and it is cast.
Then I won't do it. I didn't. Okay, I'll just do a full round of attacks just to be.
Okay.
1d20. It's -4, right? On
Yes,
to
minus
attack?
4 on
So,
each attack, but we can calculate.
17 on the first. Was it 21? No, it's 17.
That hits. Yep.
And then on the second one would be 12.
Yeah, that also hits.
Okay.
Oh no, wait,
and
no, 24 does not hit.
Doesn't hit. No, and then I'm gonna do my haste attack. 17.
That does hit though.
Okay, that does hit. So
28
first
does hit.
attack, it's just 2. I'll do them separately. Someone
Yep,
said
no
that I should
crits
do
this
that.
time.
Yeah, no crits. Well, they're rare.
Yeah.
2d4 plus 9 on the first.
Okay.
And 1d6 fire damage.
Minus 18 there. Very nice.
Then.
So it's
there's-
looking really rough. You're still hacking at this point in its neck that you had opened up.
Well, it's a
You can
snake.
see-
It is
you
neck.
can s- Yeah, that's true.
So then the second attack's damage is the 2d4 plus 9, and then
Yep.
1d6 fire damage.
that is unfortunate roll because it is very close to death.
Okay.
So you have almost gotten it. It's like you can see its spinal cord now. You know where to strike. You know how to strike it, but you just can't quite finish it in your round, and it still gets to do its full round of attacks. So it is going to.
I do bleed damage. I do bleed damage. I do 2 damage of bleed. 2. It's 1. It's 1 on each attack. That's what I applied
Blade
at the beginning
doesn't
of the
stack
turn.
that way.
You
it only
did.
does 1 damage.
It's 1
does.
damage. Isn't it 1? on
It
each
is
attack?
1. It is literally 1 damage. It was literally on 1 hit point.
Yes! Yes!
As it
Success!
attempts, you see it come down on you, and it actually gets its mouth over you and swallows you whole, and then stops moving.
Yes! Yes!
You have
1 damage.
successfully managed 1 damage. If it wasn't for that 1 bleed, you had gotten
Wait,
it
why
to
do you
1
bleed?
hit point.
Because at
That's
the
why I
start of the turn, I
applied-
put wounding.
He used his
On the
he
weapon.
used his
No, you didn't.
arcane
You,
point
didn't
to
you
put
just say
wounding.
that you didn't?
No,
Oh.
that was
I
a
said
different
that at the
spell.
very start.
okay.
Yeah, there wasn't a spell.
Yeah.
That was the thing that I did.
That
very
was a
start.
thing of wounding, yeah.
Yeah.
So it just adds a point of bleed, which usually isn't insignificant at all. So that's fine to just add for free. It's just that it was on 1 hit point.
It's not for free. It's
Congrat-
not for free. It does cost me an arcane point.
Well,
wasn't
yes,
free.
but yeah,
But yeah.
as the adrenaline kind of hits you, then as oh god, I'm inside a snake, and you kind of flail about
Oh.
and strike out with your scythe, but your scythe is glowing. Your scythe, like in your panic at being encased in this snake, you throw yourself around and bisect the snake, and it just disintegrates around you. And as you come out of it, covered in gore, victorious, you look at Avarice in glee as you see it has changed.
Ascended.
That's cool.
It ascended.
Oh wow, it does 1d12.
Like a large scythe.
So this is now
Ultimate anime weapon.
It really is there. I'm just gonna copy
Hang
and
on.
paste that. We don't have to talk about it now if you don't want to.
okay.
Yeah, that's
So
what I did last time. I just have a notepad a notepad thing open,
Okay.
and I just have.
So
to copy
I'll
paste
make sure to add it to there. There. Okay. So it's now in your journal permanently. But yes, you have awakened the full ascended version of Avarice. It is now properly a large scythe.
Oh, the thing was also shaken for a minute because I hit a crit, and that was
Yes,
the
but
previous- I forgot about that.
it's not important right now.
Okay,
It's shaken to bits.
it is.
So you feel the glee in Avarice as its strength has become fully unlocked, and
The murdering Scythe.
the voice comes to you. Oh, yes, yes. I've not felt this power. Never before.
Power.
Oh, you have done well, my friend. Oh,
Someone tell
it's quite orgasmic for it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh,
That's a word.
Time to
that's
stop.
one way to put it.
That's a
Time
word.
to
Disease.
stop. Scythe, no.
Okay, so
Wow.
Scythe is a snake, by the way.
successfully destroying this thing. Do you? So what do you want to do? You now have a
I
snake
wanna take
carcass
its
which
head.
is burning.
I
Well,
wanna
its
take
head
its
is already severed. So
Done away.
picking up this titanic head is hard because it was a gargantuan animal.
Yep. I have a-
So make a strength check.
Oh, so its head is really that big.
It's
I thought-
huge.
Oh Jesus Christ.
It is a
Okay.
gargantuan
I cut.
snake.
Okay, I'm gonna cut out its tongue.
Take a fang.
A fang as well. That's a
It's
good
probably like the
Okay.
size of a club.
That's something. And yeah, it genuinely is. It's the fangs are enormous and tubular. Like they have
two
the
of them.
tube.
we can make like a lance out of it.
idea. Into the bag of
Who knows
holding.
what you could rain into
Take
the bag
two
of
of
holding.
those,
See,
yes,
you have
Or
two
like
you have the
ramming
two
machine.
massive fangs. So
Oh,
two
Yep.
large fangs, and what else did you take from it? The
Its
tongue. And
Yeah.
and its tongue, its forked tongue.
Yeah.
There you go.
Um,
And then you, elated, successfully return back to the cave, just in time for the rest of the group who had finished up elsewhere to return
Bountiful banquet.
to the cave as well. And Stromstrom in his normal
Hello.
in his normal
way.
way has created a bountiful banquet.
Yes, food.
Baguette.
Everybody.
Banquet.
Bountiful baguette. Bountiful banquet.
A bountiful
It has,
baguette.
it has baguettes. I don't know why you're hating.
Bountiful bag
That's
of,
great
of,
baguette.
of meth.
So
No.
Just don't eat
the rest-
it.
the rest
bag
of you
man.
the rest of you are seated around the main table with the dragons in human form at this point in time, all celebrating and laughing and enjoying themselves after another victory over the dark forces. You even see Rasad lurking in one of the corners. He has a peaceful look on his face, but you can still tell he's somewhat uncomfortable in the presence.
Can I try to encourage him to come out? Please.
He's already
you
out.
can- He is already out.
Yeah, but
It was
come
your
along.
encouragement that brought him out in the first place.
I'd like to terrify him more.
But all of you turn as you see Avarice, not Avarice. You see Ozpin walking down the path from one of the entrances to the cave system.
I imagine that I have these
with a
giant
glowing
holes.
giant. Pardon?
Because I got bitten. by a giant snake with.
Yeah,
fangs.
you've got
I'm
you're
bleeding.
bleeding. You took a lot of damage too.
Yeah.
Heat
So you're
seeking
bleeding.
Juminda missile.
You're crushed, but you've got a giant flaming scythe now.
Yes, please.
Heat-seeking Yuminda missile of healing. Ah!
I did
After
it.
eating, I'll just go ahead to the shrine.
Ozpin! Ah!
I did it.
Oh.
We did it.
That's a scythe.
Snake fangs.
Snake fangs.
Bedtime.
Okay.
I just bumble off and go to sleep.
Have a healing.
Yes, please, thank you.
So some of your wounds close up. You had already dressed it to some extent because you didn't want to be bleeding out on your way home.
Oh, sure.
We defeated the castle, by the way, and another core has been defeated. Celebrating. You should join us.
A bedtime.
Oh, well, fair enough.
I was really messed up.
The window falls asleep.
Can somebody get like a...
On the
just-
spot, just falls
Yeah.
over.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to the shrine. I must speak.
Okay.
Yeah.
What exactly do you want to do?
I remember last time Desna said that to contact her as soon as we kill another one. So,
Very good.
prayer.
So, you spend a certain period of time just sitting there in the presence of the butterflies that once again seem to. It's almost like they come out of nowhere, but they don't materialize. They just kind of suddenly there's butterflies, but they didn't come out of thin air.
Huh.
But you feel the presence of Desna connect to you once more as she speaks to you. Hello, young one. You come to me once more.
Yes, we killed another one.
Yes, I felt the connection to the dark powers diminish somewhat. You're doing well. As a reward for your continued effort, I have a gift for you. And
Yay.
she holds out her hand, and you can see another bead of something, similar to the last one she gave you.
What is this?
This is something that you must consume. And when next you grow in strength, you will find yourself better connected to me.
So, do I take it now?
No, wait until you find yourself growing in strength. You will know the right time. In game mechanics, when you level up.
Play drugs. Careful.
Okay, I'll keep it in my bag.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Now-
Have a nice day.
There are two. Is it 2 or 3? There are 3 of his hearts remaining, from what we can tell.
There's got even more.
But you should. I have some news for you, though. As his cores are being defeated, his strength is concentrating in the cores that remain. You should be cautious in your next engagement, as he will likely have become more powerful.
I was wondering about that. Yes. So, let's say we call upon you when we go to fight one of those. Yes?
I cannot assist you in your task unless I was willing to tear open another rift in reality and bring my presence.
Okay.
Little bit of rift.
Once you have grown in strength and you take my essence into you, then perhaps I can channel my strength through you. But only after that point.
Chris, Jesus.
Okay. I will.
That's
Grasp
the
the
wire
herald
now.
breeze.
This.
I might go
Good
after the next store soon. Maybe say hi with a couple of axes.
to call
Very
in
good.
favor of her herald.
I shall see you again soon, I'm sure. And she fades once more from your vision.
Okay. Bye-bye. Sleeps. Immediately.
Okay.
He just leaves.
Orc's hallucinating again.
Let's take a look at that Herald of Dreams. Is the Herald of Desna?
You just say heroine of Desna?
Herald of Dreams.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Some Desna-powered heroin.
So, you have successfully removed one more of the dark cores from the world.
It was all me.
After your celebration, what do you want to do now?
I want to pray
Sleep.
too. I want to go talk to Gosser.
Okay. So,
I'm coming.
See what
if
he's
you-
up to these days.
no, you
Yeah, I'm not
were
sure.
doing this in you were contacting Desna in that
Yeah.
time period. This is Stromstrom's. So Stromstrom, you go back to your shrine. Interestingly enough, your other druidic friend, who you knew had gone back to his own place, has returned once more. You can see him. You can see him praying underneath the tree.
Well,
He's
I
on
make
the
sure to
line.
not disturb him and just sit down next to him and join in.
You can feel him recognize your presence, but he returns to meditation as you also sit down and reach out to Gosray.
Gosray's on the phone.
It's fairly rapid, the connection this time. His strength seems to be growing in this place. As you feel his voice enter your head. Hello again.
Hello.
My voice. What news do you have for me?
We killed a lot of things.
Indeed.
Yeah. Two of the cores at this point. Big armies, two of them as well. And
those who have been corrupted beyond redemption. Indeed.
yeah, we tried to save them, but there wasn't really much we could do. They turned into little worms or something.
By this stage, they have lost what will they once had in the first place. Their souls, as you would say it, have likely already passed on. The bodies that you face that remain are shells more than anything.
So I was wondering if you could recommend an order for the other three cores, because we know where they are. I'm just not sure which one is best. Maybe there's one that's more pressing than the others.
Let me think. And he takes a moment to consider.
Where are we supposed to go?
If I were to recommend something, I would suggest going north.
North. Okay, can do that.
The core that is in the north has yet to extend its reach to the entirety of that kingdom. They seem to have kept it somewhat isolated, or it has kept itself isolated, either way. So if you were to strike at it now, it would not have the reinforcements of the Inquisition in that area.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, we'll try that then. I got another request. So we have a group of people here and we're all fighting together. And I feel like,
Yes.
so there's two of my friends have already gotten really strong, and one of them just got a huge ass weapon, and then the other one also got a huge ass weapon. And then there are two of them, one of which is is a rat, and the other one just likes to tinker with things, and they haven't really gotten anything. Can you hook them up? Because I'm
bro.
okay. I don't really need anything.
They did get things. They got the speaking one.
I suppose after destroying another of the cores, a reward of sorts is in order.
Oh, yes.
I cannot offer much in the way of
Random drops.
Hyperbolic time chamber.
Let me think. And he takes a moment to
Cocaine.
ponder.
Cocaine. Yes, please.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's not
okay.
really... Look,
Describe these two to me. What is it that they are skilled at? What is it that they require?
Well, okay, so here's the thing, right? First of all, I don't really think of it as a reward. I think it is more of I think of it more as a, little help in our task of saving the world. I feel is maybe
He
reasonable.
chuckles at this. Indeed.
I
Also,
want a pet.
so one of them is Hoggit. He likes to tinker with things. You know, he has a big machine that he rides around in, and also he likes to really just help everybody else. He doesn't really do much fighting himself. He's not very good at that. But what he does do is he gives me potions to drink, and he gives Gaston big things, and then we all hit harder and are all a bit smarter and all of that.
An alchemist of sorts.
Exactly. I wasn't sure if you were familiar with the terminology.
That I might be able to help with. His tinkering I have no interest in whatsoever. However, alchemy is something that connects with nature to a certain extent. It uses the strength of nature and creates elixirs of great power. I can provide, perhaps, a new ingredient for him, something useful. And you feel the power of Gosray flow through you and into the tree nearby. And from the tree, you can see a number of unique fruit start to grow. And considering this is a tree that has never borne fruit before, it does look a little odd for this fruit to come out of nowhere. The fruit are purplish in color. Hang on, let me see if I can find a good image.
Is it like a big grape?
Look for starfruit. It looks like a purple version of the starfruit.
What?
Starfruit. Oh, okay.
It's not staff root. It's Just if people
don't give me like
It-
enchanted
it-
cheese
yes.
or anything.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay. And
now,
the other one.
if he can if he can learn to harness the essence within this fruit, he will find much greater strength within himself. Or within whoever.
Thank you. I'm sure he'll be very happy about this. Yeah, like anything new you can give him to like think about is a good idea. And then the other one, she's a rat now. Wasn't before. But she's now. She's actually much happier as a rat than she was before.
Indeed. I remember assisting in her reincarnation process.
Yeah. But you know, she's actually doing pretty all right now. But it seems to me like whenever we get into a problem, like she's a little unsure how exactly to handle the situation. Like if we're in a fight, she tries to also help out by more making our character strong. But in one fight, she turned into this like rat demon creature and tried to beat everybody up with it. But it just wasn't doing that much damage. And it seems to me like she really enjoys the thought of being nice, big, and strong like Gaston, but it's just not really working out for her. So I don't know if you can like help her out a bit. Like she's really like the thing she really values, I think, is our group we have. She's been looking for family, for companionship, and that's what we provide here. So she'll do anything to fight for us. She's just sadly not as useful as many of us. Except for that one time where she like did half of that guy's HP in damage, but that was really very convenient.
Expecting to get me to the god.
Indeed.
Yes.
Her ability to remove the corrupted shield from these cores is most useful to your party, I would imagine.
Yeah.
However, in terms of directly engaging in combat, interestingly enough, I believe the fruit that I have provided will assist her as well, should the alchemist be able to
or you can just
draw upon the essence.
Okay. Well, I'll tell her. What if she just like what happens if we just eat one?
Explode.
Simply consuming one of these will grant a certain amount of strength for a certain period of time. So it's +4 strength when
I
consumed.
can hook Gaston up. How many of these do we have? Is there like a lot of them?
What kind of?
There's a lot of them.
Nice.
It's just straight +4 to strength when consumed. But if obviously there's something else that happens if Hoggett
Yes.
then gets his hands on it.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. Okay, thank you. By the way, have you, and I like kind of like
Indeed.
in my head point to the guy next to me, have you talked to him?
I've been conversing with him somewhat, yes.
That's good. I'm
He
glad.
is slightly hesitant to truly make contact with me, but, well, he is assisting me in growing my circle of influence, so to speak, and contacting the remainder of the druids in this realm.
Oh, that's
Send the
great. I
troops
wanted
to
to do that at
Yonde.
some point, but then I kind of got busy saving the world, so you know.
You have a somewhat more important task at this stage, for certain, and I expect that in the future you will be spreading my message as well.
Yeah, right now
But
I'm
as-
mostly spreading
at-
it to
at
like
this
people
point-
that are filled with black worms, but sadly they don't get to listen very long.
Quite. Keep doing well, and I shall speak to you again.
Ew.
And his presence withdraws.
All right. So I go to Hogan and I tell him about the fruit.
Okay.
Like I don't need
Feels
like
here.
Hogan fruit. Go check out the fruit. Like I got a god telling me that it's for you, like specifically for you. Like,
It's godly fruit. Taste
Alright,
some.
I can check out this fruit.
and I
Okay.
go.
So
I
go
also
ahead,
like.
go ahead and make it.
I
ahead
grab
and make
one
an
and I
alchemy
give it
check.
to Gastork, and I'm just like, eat it.
Can I take a look?
Yeah, sure. There's plenty. Look at this. The entire tree is full of them.
Ah.
And as you remove one from the tree, another grows in its place.
Broken.
Savis, I'm gonna go arm wrestle the dragon.
With the fruit ball.
I'm gonna experiment on it to try to.
Wait,
make
I
it
give
work.
you aspect of the wolf as well. You now look a little bit like a
51.
wolf.
Yeah, okay, that's plenty. So, Hoggett, spending some time going through the essence of it. You've tasted it. You've seen the effects on your allies over the course of a couple of days.
Mhm.
You eventually manage to focus and condense the power into an alcoholic version of the beverage.
Yeah.
Of the fruit.
Yes, please.
However,
Power booze.
when you also have the inspiration to combine it with the ethereal essence of that you had found before.
Nice.
The combination of the two creates an extremely powerful elixir. You now have a elixir of giant form.
Oh, sick!
I'd like to try to also mix it with a few other things that I've taken samples with over time and see if they happen to make anything.
Oh, by the way,
such
by the way,
as,
Kind of like a bartender.
Is that
now.
giant
You'll
form?
need to list. You'll need to delete that. Yes, it is elixir of
Um,
giant form. That being
Oh
said,
my god.
to condense down the amount of power required for a giant form, the etherealness of your other paste is what allows the form to change. It sends their normal physical body into a state of flux, and then the strength of the fruit condensed in this
Ooh.
alcoholic form boosts their size as well as their
Become a
strength.
giant
obviously.
Mexican.
So it turns them into a giant. However, it takes a long time to construct this elixir, obviously. So for each individual one, it takes 10 days of brewing.
That's fine.
Can I experiment on the fruit? See if I can mutate
So
it.
I would also like to just do a little bit of experimenting with some of the other things that I've taken samples of over time, which is
Okay.
I have a shit ton of ooze from when we fought all those oozes.
There's a
I have
lot of it.
cave spider webs, and I
And-
also have chimera blood.
Really quick.
Okay,
I have
yes.
something. I
Yeah.
have something that might be of interest. And I pull out a little bottle. This is a living shadow.
All right.
I do have that. I
Okay.
can experiment on that.
And I just give
So-
it to you.
I can
The living
experiment
shadow,
on
I'm
that.
much more hesitant with than the other things. to
I'll
just
take that.
immediately
But it
mix with
also,
them.
I feel like it has a lot more potential than the other things.
I'm going to get you to make a check for each of the ones you attempt to experiment with. So
have
list them
alchemy
as
as
you're
well.
doing them.
Okay.
As you're doing the
So,
check.
I'll
I'd
do
like
that.
to experiment with the ooze slime.
Ooze slime and not a problem. Go ahead. And this, by the way, is taking place over the course of, let's say, a fortnight, two weeks
Okay.
of additional experimentation. So in that time
Can
period,
I-
you can also work on your other things because it doesn't take
Okay, that was
a full day. Yes, you may.
really quick as well. I have some other potions maybe of interest to like mess with. I have one potion of Cure Major Disease left, and I have a Cure Moderate Wounds potion with a little star on it.
Oh yes, I remember. I made that.
Yeah. I still don't know what that star does. I have been, I don't know, waiting
we could
for an
combine it with the
opportunity
fruit,
to use
maybe.
it. You know, like that. This may be the moment for the little star to come into effect.
Okay, we will see how that goes in a moment. So first of all, that Hoggett, what was that one for?
That was for
the ooze. That was for the ooze. Okay.
Man.
Looking at the attempting to combine this alcoholic version of the essence with the ooze itself, you eventually come to realize that again you need that paste of yours mixed into it, that etherealness. It seems if you want to be able to affect the physical form of a person, you need that paste included in the elixir. But doing so, you manage to create something very odd. When imbibed, this elixir changes your form, your skin and muscle turns to a translucent ooze type form. You still keep your physical form, but it's almost like your body turns into gelatin. You can see the skeleton inside of yourself. And it looks really, really freaky when you do this. However, you then become immune to all bludgeoning and
Crits?
And crits, yes.
Oh.
So no bludgeoning damage does damage to you anymore, and you're immune to crits.
So essentially, you get ooze properties, right? Just to like sum it up.
To a certain extent, not a huge amount.
Not all of
It's
them.
not a full ooze, but just those two.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah,
I wanna
gelatin
try
man. Yes, gelatin man.
What I wanted to do with this fruits in particular is I want to try to like
Oh yeah, you can do it
mess
too,
with
can't
them
you?
to try and like mutate them to make another sort of plant out of them. You know, like over time with some magic.
That
tinkering
will
here and there.
That will take significantly longer to alter
Well, that's
the
what I
power.
want to do.
But you can certainly try.
Make a little garden with like fey drugs.
God drugs. God drugs.
God drugs.
Not afraid. Not afraid.
So,
Sorry. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Hoggett. Go ahead and what was the next one you wanted to experiment with?
Let's check what the Chimera blood does.
Chimera blood. Go ahead.
One.
Nice.
Christ.
Okay, so you eventually, with the Chimera blood, focus your... You eventually manage to make an elixir. What you managed to do is you managed to augment your elixir of giant form. It's instead of being regular giant form, it turns into fire giant form.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Actually, okay then.
That is what you managed to get out of the Chimera blood.
That sounds really good.
Can I have Storm Giant, please?
So I'm gonna make a little garden area here for later.
Okay. And then if
What
there's
about the
time to
shadows?
test a third one, I also have cave spider webs.
You also have the shadows.
Use the
I think the shadows we should do yeah, should I just go for it with the shadows?
Go for the
Yeah,
shadows.
I too have that.
Let's see what the shadows do.
Okay, roll. Is that it? No, you haven't rolled it yet. Roll ahead.
Do it.
Do the webs first.
Nice. Okay. So with the living shadow.
Okay.
Now the shadow is in essence, it seems to be almost by nature evil.
Sounds awesome.
As you attempt to work with it, it escapes, and it doesn't escape. It tries to escape. You can see it has some form of mind of its own as it tries to leak into shadows, but you do manage to contain it, and eventually manage to figure out a way of mixing it and combining it with other elements. Once again, using the ethereal paste.
This Ethereal toothpaste.
You manage to create an elixir that turns the user into their own shadow.
Ooh, let's go.
I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it.
That's not how you
So
shadow.
you
Turn into a
you
shadow.
you effectively move into the shadow realm instead of the ethereal realm. You
That's
can move
what I
through,
do.
and you
That's
can
so cool.
interact with individuals using their shadow.
That's pretty shady.
I do all
It is
sorts
very
of cool
shady.
things.
How many
when
of
I
those
turn
does he
into
get from
shadow.
one of these, or does he just like have one?
One. Each of these is an individual thing, and it will take a long time to rebrew more than this.
We need
Well,
more
also, it
try and
requires
make
another
plants
living
of
shadow,
them.
no?
Now you all pardon.
It also requires another living shadow.
You don't use the entire essence of the living shadow.
Okay.
I also do have alchemical allocation, which is the thing where you drink that and then you drink a potion and spit it back out into the bottle again, and it doesn't use the potion, but you get the
Oh
effects.
my god.
He does indeed have that. That is a thing.
It's
I can
really just
throw
a
the
matter
potion
of
in my mouth and
juggling
spit
the
it into
items
your
at
mouth.
that point. You know, action economy is expensive when doing that.
Finally, the webbing.
Yes, the
So-
giant cave spider web.
Giant cave spider web. Did you roll for that already? The 17 was that?
No, let me roll that one now.
No. Okay, go ahead.
Fatal experiment. Turned into
All
spider.
reasonably good rolls, all above 50. It's pretty good. So, experimenting with the cave spider webbing now. Combining it, looking into what properties you can use, especially with this concentrated fruit. You do eventually manage to make a
Potion of edginess.
no, it's a Spider-Man potion.
Ooh.
With a vital
It
extra
gives
turned
you
into man
It
spider.
gives you plus 2 to strength, plus 2 to dexterity, spider climb, and you can shoot webbing as a free action.
Yes.
What's it?
Yes,
Plus 2
please.
to strength, plus 2 to climb.
Plus
Did
2
you
to
spill the
dexterity.
potion on himself? You need to turn into man spider.
It gives you the spell.
Oh,
the
no.
Spider climb. Try it.
Spider climb.
Man
and
spider.
Can shoot webbing.
Yes,
Alright.
don't run the potion.
Yeah, you have Spider-Man potion.
Man spider. Man spider.
Before we fight anything,
Does a
I'm
man
gonna have a
spider
sip
Okay.
of everyone. Of everything.
Copyright claim.
One thing you will need to keep in mind: these elixirs cannot be combined at once because they're all stemming from the same source, from that
Makes sense.
from that strength essence. You can have one of the effects active at any one point.
Oh, but what has happened if you drink all of them at the same time? You turn
You
Dr.
die.
Hyde.
You probably will die.
Or
Yes.
poison.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
I wanted to arm wrestle
Please.
the
Now,
dragon.
Yominda, you wanted to experiment with
Yes. Plants.
planting the fruit.
Yeah.
Go ahead
Some
and
magic.
roll a nature check.
I will watch.
Yes, I'll be using a mix of magic-y things and a mix of my knowledge of nature and try to just make a fine foundations for them to grow and then imbue them with some of these different elements if Hoggett would allow. Try and like mutate them into new things. Yeah. Is it knowledge nature or
Yes, go ahead. Nature
12?
check.
I have spellcraft as well.
Okay, not too bad. What you managed to figure out is how to get the seeds to grow at all. So you managed to find a way to transplant and get this star fruit to grow into a new tree. And interestingly enough, it does not grow into the same tree as the one it comes from. It instead seems to grow almost like a pineapple.
What?
If you look at pineapples, they have like a straight stalk and then the fruit at the top of it. And then kind of bushy at the bottom. So if
Okay.
you look up pineapples, you can see what it looks like. So it grows like that. It does not grow from a tree, which means that each individual plant only produces one of these fruits at a time, and it is not endless. But you now have something with which to experiment with in the future.
Mm-hmm.
You also
So you keep
find
regrowing
that
them.
these You also find that these fruits are less powerful when grown away from the source, so to speak. So they only
bring
grant
some of that source.
they only grant +1 strength when grown elsewhere.
Can I like take some of the earth and like mix it into like fertilizer and put it on the garden from where?
You could. You certainly can try, but it doesn't seem to make much difference in terms of the strength of the
What if you
of
feed
the plant. But
what
you
if you
do
feed
have
the
the plant.
more of the yeah? Well, what if you feed the plant some of the fruit? Like if you crush it up and turn that into fertilizer, and so you give the strength plant the strength plant.
Nothing in particular.
What if you feed it to some?
I mean, you make some really nice fertilizer. The plant grows. Great.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try. Yeah, can I use spellcraft to try to experiment with the different sort of plants?
We that took the entire fortnight just to get the plant to
set up
to grow, because what you're doing is taking a godly plant that's coming from a godly source and then making it into a more mundane growing plant. It still has the godly power in it, but it's not direct from the source. And it took a lot to figure out even how to get it to grow when it was never really designed to grow in the first place.
This will
so
be a
well
different
done.
Sort of thing.
Quick question about the potion things. Giant Form 1 can already turn things into Fire Giant. Can the upgrade instead be that it's a potion of Giant Form 2?
Let me have a look.
Yeah, no, I was looking that up. Actually, there's no real benefit to Fire Giant. It's the same thing.
Fire
as
Giant's
Giant
just
Form.
one of the options in the base one, yeah.
Is it now? Okay, let me have a look.
Yeah.
I had thought that
Maybe
Fire
super
Giant...
Fire Giant.
Yeah, so either like we can make up a super powerful fire one, or just make it Giant Form 2, which would make it either Cloud or Storm Giant. And the stats are better.
Stork.
I had thought so. Yes, it is effectively Giant Form 2 then, because I had thought
awesome.
I had thought Fire Giant was in the second one.
Okay, so that's
Yay! We need more Chimera blood. I'm gonna go slaughter some more.
You should.
There was only one Chimera, so good luck getting more of that.
I'm happy I took that
ask
sample of
Gostre if we
blood.
can have some more Fey drugs.
So-
I wanted to arm wrestle the dragon.
So, after spending some time with this new godly fruit, this Gosre fruit,
Gosre fruit.
Gosre fruit, yeah.
what is it you wish to do?
Oh no.
I wanted to
Go
arm wrestle the
north.
dragon.
I want to pray to some Fey.
I want to
Pray
go
to
north.
Faye, yo.
Make a wisdom check, Yaminda, then.
All right.
During that time, I actually finish what's his name, the High Inquisitor's mechanical arm.
Okay. He's very appreciative of
So
that.
what it comes out as is it's a iron cobra that also
Hugged.
can light on fire, and that he can control as his arm.
Could I have some of that?
It's like a
drink?
snake.
Yeah,
It's like an iron snake.
yeah, it's like an iron fire snake for an
Could I
arm.
have had
That is
access
very
to
cool.
Could I have access to the drink from Hogget while I'm doing this?
It wasn't.
When I
Do the
Hogget
wisdom
drink?
check. No,
wisdom drink.
I'll get you to do it again another time. You did not ask for it to start off with. So
Fair
I'm-
enough.
no.
I see you don't want me to do it.
Also,
at
if
this
you already have a
moment, so
headband, it
respect
doesn't
that.
stack with that because it's just an
I
enchantment.
don't have a headband, do I?
I don't know. I'm not sure if you
No,
do.
I don't.
No, you
I don't have
Yeah.
it.
So that will have to be another time.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
So-
another time.
eventually, you all gather up once more into the skiv and
My
set your
friends.
course north, towards
Ta-dum. No,
towards.
the north.
What's north?
Towards the north. Oh, is that the bandit kingdom?
That is the kingdom of Reginta.
I don't see the plan. I'm not. Am I not
You should-
supposed to be
Then
in
I
town?
see them.
Hang on. Oh, we're supposed to go to the map. There we are. We are now on map.
I now have a godly drug garden.
It's up here.
Ah, yes, the explosion.
So, yes.
The dread Cathamus of Shiva the Destroyer.
Oops. Oops.
Gar. We should go there. You might
So,
find the lost episode of Dreadness in there.
it takes you. Let's see, how far is that?
Very. Stop pinging.
That is 500. Okay, so it's going to take you a couple of days to get there. But eventually, you do see in the distance, and I'm going to get you to go ahead and roll your ridiculous perception check. Oh, Strom, the keen-eyed.
Plus 25 from me.
Yes. Let's go.
Strom is a gem of truth, though. It's true.
He's not just a gem of true sight. He is a.
Are you guys aiding again?
He's like night. He's like Night Stalker or Night Stalker and Cottle mixed up with the gem of permanent gem of
Stalker.
and their permanent, day vision and night vision.
Keeper of the Light Stalker.
Dayman.
Keeper of the
And
Light
Night
Stalker.
Keeper of the Lights, man.
All right, Frey is aiding me. Let's go.
I'll aid you.
77.
77. That's not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. So
Oh,
in
actually,
the
that's-
distance,
Yeah.
the site that you
That's-
have been led to
Oh, she
looks to be an abandoned castle.
Bones. That's not a boneless castle.
Oh, that looks so cool. Let's
But-
go.
Does.
Oh,
But-
nice to
I
meet.
sense
They does-
undead.
There doesn't appear to be anything there. Like at this distance, what you can see in the area, Strom, is bones and just skeletal remains everywhere, but they don't appear to be moving. You also cannot see the core.
These castles just came bony.
There's gonna be so much
But
undead.
that means like I am now convinced there's like so far nothing of danger there. Like there's nothing there. It's just
Correct.
bones.
You can see nothing but unmoving bones.
Okay, so I tell them. All right, seems safe. We should probably land a little bit further away, but I think we can approach. Although I
There's
think it's probably
must have
best
been
if we approach like from the like south east, because there's like a
Arrow,
hole in the
like,
wall, and we can probably just
history?
easily climb in there.
Where's
So it's kind of
Gaston?
roll knowledge history to determine like if this was an important battle site or something like that.
Go ahead.
Can I try, sir?
Avarice.
You can try.
You don't God stop
Because-
stealing my ideas.
I have possessed. Yes, I have
You
that.
literally have
Nice,
Yeah.
very nice. So,
Plus
you're,
two.
Gaston, you don't even know what this place is. You've never heard of it before. Yominda, on the other hand, is well traveled in the past, and so does indeed know a little bit about Northwatch Keep, where there was once a great battle within the kingdom. It was a civil war of sorts, and this was the last bastion of the rebellion, which was crushed mercilessly between beneath the foot of the ruling power at the time. Since then, this place was supposedly lay abandoned. So it's interesting that Rasad has directed you to this place for where the core is.
Ah yes, the last bastion of the rebels. Long ago. Well, how do we approach this? Doesn't seem like any. It's been here for like years.
I shall stealth.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth. So, over the course of the next few minutes, after parking your skiv nearby, you slowly make your way up towards the broken castle.
Okay, where do we
Broken
exactly where do we land? Like our group, I suppose.
I believe Strom said you guys were coming in from the south
South.
east.
Yeah,
There.
where that hole in the
Yeah.
wall is. Yeah.
Where that hole in the wall is, yeah. So
Plonk my character down
let's plonk Ozpin there. Gastork.
I want to like transform into an earth elemental right away.
Okay, not a problem. Everyone's putting their stuff down.
Yep.
Is there anyone I'm missing? Hoggett, do I need to put you down? Yes, I do. There's Hoggett. And then
You
You
Timothy
ended up turning into a
2.1.
moonflower, by the way, in the last game, Barry.
What?
You
Huh?
did.
When you were fighting the last core, did you end up turning into a moonflower?
I don't know why that's there
Yeah,
and
you
it can
did.
go away.
Oh,
Use
what?
the moonflower.
No.
Awesome.
Why can't
Was it
Wagon
good?
be with us?
Yeah, I didn't take any damage.
So Timothy 2.1. You control that, don't you?
Why can't Wagon be following the skiff?
No,
Hoggett, do you have control of Timothy? Fantastic. Good.
Yeah. And
Um,
I'm gonna delete my Hoggett for now and assume I'm inside of the suit, and I can drag
Yeah,
it
okay.
back on if
Can
I
you
have
just
it.
like spawn my
Not a problem.
elemental? I need my earth elemental. I'm not gonna be
of
human.
course, of
Hey,
course.
why can't Wagon be in the? Oh,
Let's have a look here.
happened to
Oh dear.
Wagon is. So yeah, why can't Wagon, the Wagon follow us?
Because it's a wagon. What is it gonna do?
You
It's
were
a
on the
magic
skiv,
one.
not on your.
Yes, but it's a sentient item.
Okay, if you
Yeah.
want your wagon to have followed you, but
Yeah.
what?
I mean,
Very well.
Seems pointless. But
Wagon
sure.
is sort of half of my character.
Okay.
You
You
know?
say so.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, here's your Earth Elemental form.
There, there's Wagon.
Wait, that's not my earth elemental. That's a rock.
Beautiful, Army. That's the best.
What happened to my earth elemental? I gave you one.
No, that's the one.
I
that's
don't. I can't seem to find it. Is the problem? I don't
exactly
know
how
where
it
it's
works.
I still
gone.
have it. I can give it to you again.
Oh man,
Let me
better
see if I
version,
can
I
find it elsewhere.
that's the best version of it, I think.
Yeah, I put it in the Discord.
God,
Load it.
that's so funny.
What is
It's like a
that?
piece of
Is
shit.
it- Yeah, it looks like a piece of shit. Like a literal piece of shit.
Oh, there it is. I got it. Okay.
That's like
That is
the
beautiful.
fat Earth Elemental version of it. Eating some stuff.
It's
It's
really
like a
good.
fat werewolf. Is it werebear? It's a fat werewolf. That's what it is.
Okay,
It's
there you go.
Let's see here. Goliath is a large creature too.
Eucatus, Strom. There you go. Okay,
So,
you should be able to control that now. Yes.
Yes. I am, however, huge.
That's huge.
You're huge.
Yeah, I am level 12. I can transform into a huge earth elemental now.
Okay,
Nice.
there you go. Once
I might
just a
gotta get
big,
some buffs
big.
for doing it.
You're a big guy.
Okay.
yeah.
Also, that one can increase in size too, Mr. Gargoyle
Da, 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 da.
and Ratminder. Okay, so
Excellent.
I will
you-
fly.
you are flying and stealthed. You cannot be both.
Okay, I won't fly. Got less stealth.
I'm gonna run on air.
Okay.
Calm down.
You can go back to full health as well. You're currently at.
You have to rage to do that, by the way.
I mean, I haven't. No, that's not right.
There we go.
Yeah, thank
Okay, everybody there? Are we good?
Yup.
Okay, so you approach the silent castle, and from the looks of it, it hasn't been disturbed in a very, very long time. You can see no real tracks or any fresh movement in the area. The air is silent as you slowly approach.
I will go ahead, all stealthy like.
It seems quiet. Too quiet. You know.
Do these bones look suspicious?
I
I'm
pick up
going-
like a rock
Going-
and throw it at the bones.
Super far.
You pick up. Okay. It does not seem to affect it too too much at all. And Ozpin, as you move forward, very carefully keeping to the shadows and keeping your presence as minimal as possible, nothing seems to happen. The bones look old and undisturbed. There doesn't appear to be anything, at least at first, there doesn't appear to be any suspicious positioning or anything of the bones. It just seems to be the remains of an ancient battle strewn across the area.
And what is this building? Yeah, in the middle.
Which one there?
The one-
That appears to be some form of armory. Ancient armory.
I'm gonna slowly make my way over there, just hugging.
Okay. And where's everybody else as Ozpin is doing this?
I'm right behind. I'm not afraid. I'm following.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
as well.
Can't even see me. I'm gone.
Yeah, Ozpin's very
Actually, no.
You still don't understand how stealth works, doesn't?
It's not invisibility. This
Yeah,
is
you're just sneaky.
stealth.
There's not even
Yeah.
anywhere
You're very
to hide.
sneaky.
You can't
I
really
know.
stealth
You're-
the way you're
you
going
wanna-
right now.
he's keeping to the shadows, so to speak.
And
Unless
you-
you're a
honey,
rogue.
you can see me anyway because you have tremor sense, but no one else
Yes.
can.
Actually, I can see you because my perception is higher than yours.
Well, that was pre-trip before we got here.
Yeah.
That's true.
Another thing we should keep in mind is that unless you're rogue with hide in plain sight in this terrain, if we are all keeping our eye on you, you cannot, hide
No.
away.
Yeah,
There's no
you
way
have to
hide.
have something to hide behind in order to hide.
Hide behind Gestapo.
But you can hide behind the shadows of buildings and the like. So long as they have line of sight on you, basically, they can see you.
You hide behind the gargoyle.
So, that being said, you eventually make your way into the courtyard. It's a fairly large area. Looks like this was a pretty nice keep many eons ago. If it weren't in such a state of disrepair,
Holy shit.
you would think it'd be a nice place to do up and make into a bit of a outpost, so to speak.
A summer home.
But a summer home.
Some would say.
If it weren't for the skeletal remains, everywhere in the area.
Minor.
But nothing seems to occur to you or stir in your presence as you slowly, carefully make your way into the area.
This is pretty spooky. I dare say. So has anyone
Eventually.
heard those tales?
I pick up one of
But
those
walking skeletons.
skulls and wanna inspect it.
Okay.
Be or not
It is a
be.
human skull.
There's nothing
Can't
special
really
about it.
Doesn't
Maybe
seem
to
to be
recite
anything
Hamlet.
special about it at all.
I casually cast detect magic, the cantrip.
Nothing comes up while looking at it. It seems non-magical.
Can I tell how long it's been there?
Make a nature check.
Okay.
Yeah, nature check.
Oh yeah, that's like, yeah.
That would be survival, I assume, or knowledge nature.
Knowledge nature.
I
Or
think
survival.
Survival suits.
Survival makes sense too, yeah.
Yeah. Actually makes more sense to me than knowledge nature. 35.
You believe it has been here since it was killed in that ancient battle that Yominda was talking about.
Hmm.
Maybe 500 years.
Okay.
Long ago.
Alright, so there hasn't been much happening here, I assume. Does the rest of the castle look like there's been stuff happening here, or has this just been left alone for hundreds
No,
of years?
it seems that it was abandoned or
Moldy ballista, I guess.
and Yominda would know with that knowledge check that for the most part it was not ostracized, but avoided as a matter of principle by the kingdom where it resides, as a way of disrespecting the rebels.
So those guys are not moving around, are they?
They are not, no, they just remains.
They're just... it's died in that position.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
Agent
cast...
Hamlet.
To be ghost.
I'm gonna
And,
cast heightened awareness on myself.
Okay,
It's just pre-combat. It lasts forever. Don't worry about it.
sure.
Hey, Minda, what was
Yeah.
it that the rebels were fighting for this battle?
Well, I imagine they were fighting for independence, as most rebels do.
Or were they magic users?
Were they severe?
You don't have any knowledge on that.
Maybe a few. I don't know.
Damn.
Long ago. I wasn't aware. I wasn't alive at the time. I'd realize.
Very well.
Perhaps you can find something in the castle that indicates it.
We need ghost form.
Yes, Gastork, we do.
Grumble, grumble.
Ghost form.
Oh, that's a good idea. Hey, Hoggett.
Ma.
How much of that ghostly thing do you have left?
Only a couple of charges, but we can use these guys to, drink it and not waste any.
Gaston actually makes for a fair point. This place has seen a lot of death. Perhaps there are restless spirits here.
Let me check.
Actually, can I see if I can commune if there's spirits in this area?
Yeah, here. You take one and I'll
Without-
take one, and then we'll both be able to see it.
Oh, do we have a board?
No Ouija board.
No, no Ouija board.
Can
We're
we-
not gonna
So-
make a jump on it.
Hoggett.
Can I happen upon? I
you-
might actually have a board of sorts that could be used to commune with spirits. That I just happened upon recently.
Sure,
Might just be
you may
useful
do
in this
so.
Situation.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Right. Jeez.
Wait, just happened upon an Ouija board.
So
No, not that.
Hoggett, do you go ethereal?
Yeah, I go ethereal.
Okay, you can see the familiar pulses of the core, so to speak, rippling through the area.
There's definitely a
they
heart
s-
nearby.
You can't see the core itself, but it does seem to be coming from this direction, rippling out, much like my cursor does.
All right. Well, it's definitely coming from over there.
Is that like a building or what is that?
That is, it seems to be an armory or some form of very strong reinforced. It also seems to be made of steel, or steel and stone. It's a vault.
How much would a spirit board cost? I don't know.
Not much.
20.
Right, you
20
could have
or-
your Ouija board, but
Ouija board, yeah.
we could also
Kabuji.
Well,
it would be a waste of a ghostly potion, though. That's what I'm saying.
So Hoggett, you are currently ethereal.
Can I commune with Hoggett with a Ouija board?
he can also just talk to you.
Didn't we establish that we can just talk?
Can we
Hey,
just drop
guys.
the Ouija board and just
Hoggett.
get back to it?
Hoggett, I sense a presence.
Ooh, Ratminda.
Well, this is clearly not. Well, it is working. I mean, it is a spirit.
Okay.
Your board isn't working.
No need for that sass.
So, Yominda, as you set down your Ouija board, set it up, get yourself all ready and kind of do it half jokingly. The stone that you're using, the stone that points to what the letters and the like, actually immediately snaps to position, and then starts skipping between letters, and it starts to spell out a sentence.
Oh.
Spooky.
Oh. Fools? What do you mean fools? Ah! Ah! It's actually working!
As
It's working!
as that
Calling us
as it
fools.
concludes, as the final letter snaps into place, the S, you hear clinking as the massive number of bones around you suddenly shift and move.
Of course it does.
Yes.
Gaston,
Vanish
this.
and turns into a massive number of skeletal forms surrounding you in this area.
As soon as that
Please
happens,
roll for initiative.
wait. As soon as I see them moving, I want to transform into a moonflower. Like
Yeah, can we?
As
I feel like
soon as
there's
I
a little
see
bit
that,
of
I immediately
animation
go
time
moonflower.
because it's
I
not
will,
like
I
it's
will
not like
give
we're
you
not
one round of.
expecting it.
Yeah, you totally are. I will give you one round of preparation, but you may not make any attacks in that time.
Yeah, no attacks. I basically just
no problem.
how many potions can I hand out?
I'm gonna stay hidden. Just
I'm
stay
gonna
where
be
I
on
am.
the gargoyle. Well, this music sort of reminds me of the gargoyle thing.
Okay, so I give Gaston an alchemical allocation, and then I say, drink this and spit it back into the bottle when you're done.
Which one's that?
That's the giant form 2.
I'm a storm giant now.
So you are
I
now
am
either
now
a cloud or a storm giant. You can pick which one
I'm
you're
a storm giant. That's huge.
Storm giant? Okay, you're a storm giant.
Huge.
Plus 8 to strength, minus 2 dex, plus 6 to con, plus 6 to AC, low light vision, plus 10 to your speed, get a bunch of skills, some
What time of day
immunities.
is- You say that the light
Important.
level
The
is
important thing is got regeneration 5.
Middle of the day.
How much?
Oh yeah,
how much-
regeneration 5.
I do have a token.
And as a
if we-
storm giant, you also have immunity to electricity.
Electricity. Which may not be that useful, but whatever.
No, I mean a cloud giant has immunity
I might
to
have a.
nothing.
I did
So
make a
it's better
token
than
for,
that.
for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are a cloud giant now.
How much AC did I get again?
You gain
Uh,
+5 overall.
In
God,
PC
that's
Gen, you
tough.
should just apply it as a temporary modifier. So that way it does all the maths for you, because there's a whole bunch.
That is a buff you can make.
Yeah.
I'm not using PC Gen. I'm using what's it called?
Oh,
World
okay.
Confrontation.
Then definitely just it's giant form, and if you scroll down, it goes to giant form 2, and it lists off all the stats that it changes. Because you also have a whole bunch of skills. You can throw
There might be a
rocks.
common buff for it.
Regeneration 5 is pretty important. I don't know what rend is, but you have that.
Oh, you haven't actually. updated this
Okay.
thing in a while.
So, you guys have all set up?
I'm on the
Can,
gargoyle.
can I hand out more than one potion, or do I just get to give out one?
I'm a moonflower, by the way.
Add turn for those ones.
I have right
Oh,
now.
so you are. I'll get
50
them.
foot movement speed.
Phone. I will shall. See here.
Oh, natural 20.
I will make a. I will make a little bit of a wall for us. Is that okay?
Okay, so that's those
Natural
3.
20, initiative.
All right. I'm
It's pretty
also,
nice for you. I need
Wall of
a...
thorns. Wall of thorns. I don't know if that's a.
Ha!
Oh, wow, nice.
We're so prepared.
No.
Well, I mean, you guys were expecting something.
It's true. Since I got a natural 20, can I hand out another potion?
Oh
to someone
shit!
else?
Let's go.
Oh my god, really?
You guys are so prepared for this shit. Like you knew that something strange was going on. The moment that Ouija board started moving, it's like,
Yeah.
oh no, something's going on.
No,
and
I
you
didn't
start
believe in
preparing.
that
You've
shit
got
for a second. But
Need another one.
By the way,
Skeletons
Gaston's
here.
huge now, not just large.
Yeah, I'm huge.
Roll initiative.
What am I doing?
Roll natural 20.
Okay, I'll take 20 on the
huge.
initiative. Is that okay?
Da-da-da.
Can I? No.
Yo,
Don't forget to
also-
scale your weapon up.
Stop, can you give me that
Also-
wolf thing?
Please,
Oh,
natural
no.
20, God.
Aren't you?
No.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
no,
I
that's a
know.
gargoyle. Don't mind.
Oh.
We'll just use gargoyle
Oh.
as a thing.
Okay, so now that's huge. What it's
Goliath Fiend.
You have a way
Come
less
on, there we
dex
go.
Again.
I think
Aha.
46. 46.
Gargish.
46 and 60.
You're now Storm Giant.
Gus
68.
Bluestone?
Gus Blue.
I think it goes to 10
He's
after.
Bluestone now.
It's 66 right now. My weapon is 66. Oh
What?
boy.
Got Bluestone.
66? What?
It goes from 3 to
Oh yes,
10
it scales up.
It's 46, and then because I'm
The
huge,
weapon,
I get enough.
the
attacks.
weapon
You
grows.
only get one more 3d6 because you're already large.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I'm huge.
Yeah,
It's one
Yeah,
shot
which is
larger.
like one more category larger.
because
Okay.
the weapon itself was large to begin with.
All in categories. When we
Okay, the weapon
calculated
was-
3d6, it was already assuming that
Do we
you
have
were
everyone?
large.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we need to add that turn.
It's not
on
3d6,
the,
it's
uh,
small.
Did you make the orc
Oh,
axe
it's
large
add
weapon?
that
I'm
turn.
It's just
asking.
3d8.
Hoggit, did you make it
in
a large
already?
weapon base?
Strom got a natural 20.
'Cause if you didn't make it a large
Every,
weapon, then
I've added your characters to the turn order. Can everyone see the turn order?
Yep.
I'm not there. Not me.
You're not there?
No.
Okay.
Strong
There you
Did
go.
you give me the wolf thing?
No, I can't. I used my one round to transform into a moonflower.
Alright, sick.
So
Sorry.
Ratminda is on top of Goliath right now, right?
Yep.
Okay, lovely.
28 initiative.
Frickin' amazing. And Hoggit, you are there as well. Can you see yourself? On the turn order? Please add your initiative.
There we go. Yeah, that works. Yeah, we shouldn't be talking about that like when we're.
Okie dokie. So, whoop. Top of the round, Ozpin. You see before you a number of skeletal forms, all surrounding you in the area. Many up on the walls, a couple up on the roof, at the far keep, and there are a number in the courtyard as well. Where you are, you can see that there is one. It's difficult to tell which are moving skeletons or which are not, because some are just still stationary. But this one here is definitely moving right near you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast Aggressive Thundercloud Greater.
Okay.
I'm gonna fight the Horned King. I wonder.
I just do it.
Health.
How big is
It's a very aggressive cloud.
It's like 5 foot diameter.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Yeah. Wherever I saw the thing moving. Around.
Here then.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll do it. Just drag that.
Dragon.
I need to move some bones to get to it.
I can do it. I can do it. I got it.
Move
I
your
got
bones.
it. Yeah.
Good.
So?
By my bones.
Yeah. That's right.
That's where I drop it. Does,
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what does it do? How much damage does it do?
It has 2
Lightning
parts,
damage,
I believe. Just wait. It has a fortitude part. It's a partial save.
Yeah. So you have fought. I believe. Have you guys fought undead before?
No.
No.
No. Okay.
Fort saves they just make. Or
Yeah,
they
wait, this
don't
is
have to
aggressive
make.
thundercloud, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
greater.
No, it doesn't have a fortitude save. It has a reflex save full. I know
Reflex
this.
save. They
It's
can
a
still
reflex
roll
save.
for those.
But there are 2 parts.
No, there isn't.
Oh yeah, yes there is. For a greater aggressive thundercloud, there.
Well, it rolled a
stun
natural
if
1
it-
anyway, so don't even bother. It.
Yeah, aggressive
Deadly
thundercloud
damage.
has it gets stunned with the fort save, but
Roll
I mean
it.
they don't have to make it.
Yeah, because it has no
They're-
fortitude.
Yeah, they're undead, so it doesn't matter.
Roll.
It just takes 66 points.
Roll the damage. 19. Okay, so Kasunk! As
Gastunk.
you do a good chunk of damage to it.
Oh, it's 1 round per level, so it lasts 12 level. Oh, unless it's.
Yeah, you can also use your movement action to move the cloud instead of moving.
Oh,
it
that's
yourself.
cool. That's cool.
That's the whole point of the thing.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
Anyway, okay.
Strom.
I've been wondering, can I move, cast, and then move back?
No, you can't. You can in Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't think you can move
No.
and take a 5
No.
foot step. Isn't
No,
that
but
true?
like, can I move? Like, I
No,
have 20-foot
move.
movement. Can I move 10 feet and then cast a thing and then like move again the rest of my
No.
movement?
Oh.
No.
No.
No,
No
you
idea.
need a
Not
feet
in Pathfinder.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna cast. I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna cast Greater Black Tentacles.
Okay, that one again.
I believe you can move,
I mean, I'm not gonna stop
cast,
using it.
and move 30.
Yeah, no, of course not. So,
No, actually, you can.
120-foot
You can move 30.
radius. Comes out, attacks anything evil. 120-foot radius does reach over that most of that cage from where I am.
well, I mean, you can move 20 foot still if you want.
Didn't we agree
Yeah,
that
but I
you
don't
can
want to
move?
position myself
catch 'em all.
badly. This is kind of scary. And I feel like 120
Yeah.
foot is like already quite a bit. Like I'm already catching a lot of
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it catches.
Grappling that back wall might be really nice, though.
I was gonna cast
Oh, I didn't see
Wall
there
of
were
Thorns
people
give
up
us a bit of
there.
a.
I can only move 20 feet. I
you-
guess
you
I could
can
move
get
up.
them.
Yeah.
No, you're already getting them. They're already in range.
Yeah, but not the, I can't get the ones in the far in the back anyway. And far to the left,
No.
I can't get those either. I only have 20-foot movement. So
That's
I'm,
true, so I guess moving wouldn't actually help.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just stay
Okay,
where I am.
so-
And cast Greater Black Tentacles. 120-foot radius.
They-
Everything gets attacked.
They are going to try and counterspell you.
Oh, wow.
Go and get them, grass man.
Okay.
With the liches.
They need to have Greater Black Tentacles or a counterspell.
Well, they can just use a spell slot at the equivalent level.
Doesn't work now.
Yeah, it does if they have improved counterspell.
Counterspell.
Yeah.
They have the spell directly.
Oh shit. Oh, that's rude.
6th level, improved counterspell. Once per
So
day, it's an immediate
I have-
action. There it is. Yep. And you must use the spell at least 1 level higher. Yep.
I approve, Savi.
Wait, they have level 7
this.
spells?
You fools.
Oh, it is
So-
the heart that's doing this, not the skeleton.
It is an
Foolish.
opposed ability check, correct?
I'm reading up on it.
It's
I've never done
it's-
this.
Oh right.
I like this.
You do this by choosing to ready an action. So they read it
I-
before our initiative.
No.
make a cup of tea.
They've got counterspell mastery, which is they may use it once per day as an immediate action.
Oh, okay.
Can I go make a cup of tea before my next turn?
You need to
Okay.
make a spellcraft
I'll be
check,
around.
DC
Probably
15
yours
plus
on
the
Kedar.
spell's level.
I
So
won't be
20
there.
Yes,
more.
there we go. So spellcraft. What's their spellcraft?
I like this.
Okay.
I approve highly.
Spellcraft was. What was it? 21? Did you say?
Yeah.
They got 20.
Oh, sick.
Alright, so
Well,
they
then
can't
it's
even
also-
identify
They
what
attempt-
spell it is.
They,
That was just
they
to identify the
attempted
spell.
Yeah.
They attempted to dispel your spell, and you can feel that it's much more difficult than normal to actually cast your energy, your magics. But for this first round, you did manage to get it off.
Well, now it's active.
I think
Like,
they're
there's
literally
no-
like casting the spell on the other spell.
They now
Yes,
need
but then they can.
Defeated.
Now they can. Now they have to dispel magic.
Yeah, now they have to dispel magic. Now they can't counterspell it anymore. Well, that means
Correct.
everything in 120-foot radius gets black tentacled.
Yes.
Fuck 'em
So
up.
let's.
This is a large map. Oh shit.
So
Again,
he's
it
prepared
attacks
for our
anything-
shenanigans this time.
It attacks anything evil.
Yes. Well, they are definitely evil.
Yeah, but like even things that are hidden. That's my
Okay.
point.
What is it? Yeah.
So you have to
any
roll
tendril
your
that
grapple
succeeds in
check, right?
grappling.
Yeah, I need,
Stromstrom?
Yes. Go ahead and roll that, please.
okay.
Their combat maneuver defense is 15.
Yeah, I have plus 26. Oh my
Yeah,
fucking
so-
god.
Oh my god.
No. Is it
Critical failure
possible?
supply on this?
I don't know.
Ew.
I don't think it does.
So I think
Wait,
it
wait,
still
what-
just
what-
grapples them all.
It still just grapples the wall. It's like it's not. I don't think you can critically fail on this because it's a
No.
spell, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
It is a
I
spell.
mean, fail saves though.
I mean, this really comes down to you now. Like, I don't know because it is.
I don't believe that's a thing, right?
Yeah, sounds good. So
Okay.
the grapple works.
the world
Yeah, so-
gets destroyed. by the spell.
Strum's amazing.
As
stats.
a massive number of black tentacles comes up from the grounds and surrounds all of the undead in the area. Let me see which ones actually get affected by
Okay.
this.
Yeah, and it does
Rigor
46 plus
mortis.
13 points to
It
everything.
goes out to there, and it gets out to.
Yeah, the thing is, even if it doesn't
those
grapple, it
ones-
still attacks. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which one does
Okay,
it not
so those
reach?
ones too. Okay, it doesn't reach the ones on the wall in the far side, but
No.
let's have a look here. This is grappled. Grappled. Oops.
Yeah, in for some serious rigor mortis.
Grappled. Grappled. Go ahead and roll your damage.
How often?
Time.
No,
to
you
get a
just
grip.
once, and it'll apply to all of them because there's too many for it.
Okay, 23.
Too many cooks
Spoil the.
will spoil the broth. Yes.
Oops, that one was supposed to be spawned.
Too many
Oh, okay.
bones in the
On there.
stew.
Token layer. There we go.
Time to get a grip.
And this does actually highlight for you a bit more easily which ones are moving and which ones are not.
Yeah, well, I mean, everything in the radius that is moving should be grappled. So the only ones we are unsure about are things outside of the radius.
Shouldn't it grapple the scythe too?
I don't know. Is it evil?
Is the Scythe actually
Yes.
evil?
If the Scythe is evil,
No,
then
it
yes.
is not.
Not anymore.
Has hidden alignment. So.
Doesn't like these guys are really good at detecting evil, though.
That's true, but it does not grapple the scythe.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Did I just miss my turn?
No,
not even
No,
close.
we're still
Oh.
grappling.
We're still
Figure it
grappling
out.
everything.
Oh Jesus
Time for
Christ!
some grappling.
Yeah,
What is the
Balmy
longest
did his
grapple
thing.
possible?
Bami did his thing.
This is
Okay.
high up there.
That's good. I was rushing. I thought I was.
We're rushing.
You're good, man. You're good. Okay, so that massive area got grappled by the black tentacles,
Yes.
Oh, yes.
and they all take 23 points of damage, which is
Million damage.
reasonably significant.
Nice. All right.
So next person's turn. Hoggett.
Targets.
Hoggett.
Good.
I'm going to.
That is two jobs. Twins.
Who should I buff? I'm gonna give Ozpin his
But-
steroids.
Ooh,
By the
thank
way,
you.
And as a move action, pop displacement on myself.
You are still ethereal.
Oh yeah, I am. I don't really think I need to be, so
You may drop
I assume
that as
I
a-
assume I can't hand out the things while ethereal.
Correct,
Wait,
because you
he-
cannot interact with them.
he did pop out of etherealness. because
Well,
that's
in that
the only
case,
way you
yeah,
can-
he had to pop out of ethereal to give it to you. So I suppose
Oh
no,
yeah,
you're not
so
ethereal.
I'm already not ethereal. It was basically
Yeah.
just to take a peek around.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna give Ozpin some steroids, and I'm gonna pop displacement on myself as a move action because of the
Which
internal
steroids have you
reservoir.
given me?
Blood Blaze and Bark Skin.
Yes.
Bark blade skin.
I love blood blades. That's.
I know it's so cool.
420
That's so
blood
much
blades.
fun.
Doesn't make any sense. I love it.
It's a fun, it's a fun spell.
And then Bark Skin is +5 to AC. Yeah. +5 to AC.
I see. Yeah.
That one there is actually not grappled because that's not actually a thing. There you go.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, I think I've applied all of the damage there.
Or no, sorry, Iron Skin, not Bark
No,
Skin.
not quite.
Iron Skin's basically just
Iron
better than
Helmet.
Bark Skin. I don't get the point of Bark Skin. And I confuse them
level?
a lot.
Low level
Watch.
spelled.
Oh, is it low level?
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's all of that. So you've done your application of stuff.
What do I get? What am I?
Plus
so
6
what is-
AC, and you can't be crit by physical weapons.
That's pretty fucking great.
Plus Blood Blaze, all the weird craziness that happens.
420
You-
blood blasted.
Copy paste me a description of what that's later.
I'm literally
I'll
going
figure
to
it out.
just Google it.
Yep.
And then
Just-
paste it to you.
Yeah, just do it
Gaston.
after it turns over.
You are a storm giant. You feel grand. You feel powerful. And you see in
And-
front of you, there's a whole bunch of things to smash.
Yes, and with that,
Let me smash.
let me give you insight that Giant Form is not a spell, size increasing spell. So I could take in large person on top of that.
Oh.
What?
What?
I could take-
No.
No, they're both
No.
transmutations. You can't take two.
They're both
transmutations.
transmutation.
Yeah,
You can't.
polymorph
Aw.
twice.
No. Most definitely not.
That
Well,
would be
in that
absurd.
case, I'm gonna charge the Giant Ballista over there.
What the
You would
fuck are you
become-
doing?
Okay. For one, how much movement speed do you have?
If you
100.
charge, you move at like 4 times your movement speed. So this is actually something.
It's 100.
You
I
can
have
actually
100 movement
easily
speed.
get there.
Of
I'm
course.
just gonna
'cause you're a
swipe
storm
those guys on the wall.
However, you did not have you need a straight line of sight on it. You do not have that.
That is
Oh,
true.
no.
Nope. You were here.
Let me smell
Which was
you.
you are directly next to that. You most definitely do not have a straight line of sight.
Aw.
You
Right,
don't have a
no
line
straight
of
line of
sight
sight there.
on the other ballista.
Yes,
Well,
that is true.
Ballista
So you can go
charge.
to the one. You can go to that one.
You should swipe
Ballista
these
charge.
guys as well.
Oh wait, I don't even need to charge. Let's go.
So those guys are definitely within range.
Yeah, hi.
You're
almost
So
about to
each
say
one
dead,
gets
right?
an attack. Take the first 2 attacks from this.
Is this a type of bull
You
rush?
can't occupy the same space, but there you go.
Charge is a different combat maneuver.
Only the
okay.
first attack. Yes.
His weapon gives him
No,
all
no,
kinds of crazy bonuses
if
to bull
I
rush.
cannot charge them,
It's not
I
bull rush.
decided only to move 100 feet, which is what I did.
Yeah, so you just.
Yep.
So first 2
You just
attacks hit,
First 2 attacks. Okay.
and
Did
the
you click
bonus
your
one.
boots of thingy?
Yes.
Good.
What? Yes. Okay. No, you can't do both.
Why?
We've discussed this, dude. You can't do an attack action and a vital strike.
Yep.
The vital strike
no,
is
no,
the
no.
attack action.
No. He
Yeah.
can do an attack action and a vital strike, but only if he's doing a standard attack.
Yeah,
Right? Like
it's
a
not a
standard
full round
action
action.
attack. If you're doing-
Oh, I see.
But if you're doing a charge, that's a full round action. That is
But
Yeah,
no,
but
he
I'm
didn't
not.
charge.
I'm not
He
He
charging.
didn't. He didn't charge this time because
just
he didn't
moved and
have to.
attacked.
He was.
Okay,
So
so
within
then-
100
yeah.
feet.
then he can.
So this
then he
actually
can.
works.
Moving
Yeah.
on.
Okay, not
Totally
a problem
legit.
then. Okay, so it's just the first 2 though, right? The first 2
First
attacks
2
of
and
the
then the
first one,
vital.
and then the vital strike. All of those hit. It's not cleave though, so
Yeah.
interestingly enough though, you've managed to kill 3 of them. Just straight up,
Awesome.
you slam down your
Once.
hammer,
Axe. This is an axe.
your axe, just whack, and they just scatter, their bones falling to pieces around you.
He basically just burst as he swings through.
I dare say they're boneless.
That is okay. Now it is the skeletal archer's turn. So the ones near you are grappled, but that doesn't mean they can't attack. So we have 6 of them that are
Although-
going to.
Wait, it does mean they can't do anything that requires 2 hands. And arguably bows require 2 hands.
They have
crossbow looks-
crossbows, so they
Yeah.
can't
they're crossbows.
reload,
Okay, never mind.
but they can attack.
I thought they were like bows.
Yeah, they cannot, however, use the big ballistas next to them, which is what they were intending to do.
Wait, but if they, are they gonna attack with a ranged
sounds
weapon?
fun.
Because they get a massive minus on that.
They are going to attack with a ranged weapons. Yes.
That sounds fun.
So they have so let's see here. They have the attack. That is 21 to hit, and it's going on
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Hoggett.
6, 7.
Wait. 1 second, because if you are grappled...
No, not 21 to hit. -4, isn't it?
So they get -4 penalty to dexterity and a -2 on attack rolls.
So -4.
So a -4
Yeah,
total.
so -4 total. -4 total. So in that case, it is a 21 down...
17.
17. 17.
Not even close.
Not even close? Okay.
26.
That's the first one. 17. Okay, not even close. Not even close. That's a crit, though.
Okay.
Oh,
also, wait.
shit.
Roll a 1d2 and see if it gets through my dispersion.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Get
/R1d2.
How do you not have a coin ready for this?
2 wins. 2 wins, by the way.
Ah, didn't.
Did not.
Accidentally
So-
hits the wrong image of me as I move quickly between the different spots.
Okay, so the crit doesn't hit, and that's a 19.
26 is what you're
you
aiming
hit.
for.
No, 19 natural, so it does hit.
Oh, okay.
And that one does hit. So, finally one manages to get through. Not a crit, but it is a hit. These are heavy, so they are 2d8. Plus 4.
Okay, is there any heavy object?
So you take 16 points of damage.
All right. And 10 is reduced by my hardness.
Yep, that's fine. So 6 points of damage. As one of them finally manages to sneak through the armor of your hogget, of your exoskeleton.
What's funny is that this is just them trying to damage the exoskeleton. I'm underneath untouchable. Because that's how it works. They have to kill the whole armor before it hits me. It's actually kind of bad because it means that constructs get destroyed more easily.
Yes.
I wish it just worked like an armor and I could soak up the damage.
No.
Except they're spell immune, which is kind of absurd.
Yeah,
Kinda
only
so-
because it's a golem though.
For Gaston, they're going to try and attack, and one misses entirely, and the other misses entirely. So they bounce off your form. It's kind of hard to miss a storm giant, but your skin is now so thick that their axes bounce off your form, and they are unable to do anything. However, the nearby 2 that are actually on ballistas move the ballistas around in your direction.
I welcome them to try.
So, first of all, to hit.
Oh,
That is a 26 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
What's your
I don't
AC?
have it.
followed by a
Bad.
25
Like
to
12 or
hit.
something.
AC probably not
12, I think.
worthy of mentioning.
We lost Gaston.
No, just lost.
He's just mad he got hit.
Okay.
Rage quit. Instant rage quit. I'll be
He
right back.
gains 5 armor from
But he-
taking the giant form.
He does lose dex, so
No,
I think.
including the loss in dex.
Oh,
I have a
So it's
plan.
Because he gains 6 natural armor.
okay.
And then mine loses 2 dex. So he ends
Yeah.
up gaining 5.
Okay.
Both
Yeah.
hit.
Trying to figure out what your AC is.
It's 14.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
both definitely hit. Okie dokie. So this is
Does your construct have the same amount of HP as me? Is it
Probably.
89 max?
Yeah.
Exactly the same as mine.
It's funny.
I currently have 202 HP, so good luck.
You're a barbarian.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
so both are going to hit. One hits for 10, which bounces off, but the other one hits for 21,
Which is 11.
which is 11. Yes. So boom, one bounces off your hide, but the other one sinks in. Actually, that almost hurt a little bit. It's not too bad. And then the other one's also pointing your storm giant direction
The big one.
from across the way. Yeah, the big one with
Oh god.
manned by 3 of them.
As soon as they shoot it, can I try and catch it midair?
Oh, psh.
You don't have that feat, you fool.
Yeah, that's a feat, and that is a thing that's in this game, but you did not build for it.
All right.
Psh, I say
So,
to
So strong.
Siege
you.
Engine.
Storm Giant.
Siege.
Siege Engine. So, first of all of the little ones are going to attack. So that is, that hits. That also hits. That also hits. That also hits.
Does it?
That one hits too.
Does it
That's
hit?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more. That doesn't hit.
Oh.
That was a natural 1.
That's the
So
only
that
thing
is
that's missing.
5 of the normal ones hit. So you take
99.
so that's 6 damage plus 8 damage plus 1 damage plus 9 damage.
So it's 24.
24 damage. As more of these catapults thunk in your direction. And then the 2 big ones are going to fire. So the first one is a 22, so that definitely hits. And the second one is a 23, so that also definitely hits.
Ooh,
Right.
God.
So the
This might have been
two
Have a plan.
much larger.
Like
Cat-
firing like logs,
ballistas.
like tree
Yeah,
trunks.
basically these ones are throwing tree trunks at you.
Oh god,
Uh,
that's
so that-
terrifying.
There's only
that
one.
is
There's only one, isn't there?
There's 2 of them. There
Yeah,
was
but
3, but
I handled
killed.
one.
Yeah, but there are 2 others.
one hits for 26 and the other hits for 36. So one hits for 16 and the other one hits for 26.
Just don't keep in mind, you do have 5 regeneration now.
Yeah, so boom, boom, as more of these catapults whack into you, you're getting utterly pounded by this. And even you, the titan that you are now, are starting to feel the pain. It seems that they were slightly more prepared for the larger enemies that you are now. That being said,
convenient.
Goliath is up.
How much damage did Gaston take total?
As a movement
2
action,
plus-
I'm going to command Goliath to fetch a large piece of rubble to carry.
Okay. There's plenty of that
as my
around.
standard action, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself,
Okay.
and I'm also going to have Castamir pick up a small piece of rubble.
Okay.
Back over
Cast
here.
speed that. Yep, not a problem.
Where's the nearest large piece of rubble?
For you, it's directly behind you.
All right.
Like
Can you pick
there's
that
rubble
up?
on the floor everywhere,
Mage
so
armor
it's not
myself.
particularly hard. Yep. Okay, is that your turn?
Everyone's turn.
Fantastic. It is now the skeletal soldier's turn. Those ones are all bound in place. Those ones are all bound in place. It's these ones that don't actually move any closer because they can see the black tentacle range. So they come up close, but they stay out of range for the moment. And that is their entire turn. Oh no, they get to make a strength check to try and get out. So strength check of abysmal. Never mind. So the skeletons remain trapped as they are. However, it's now the skeletal mage's turn. Now the skeletal mages are going to cast. One of them is going to attempt a dispel magic. So it is a spellcraft check against the DC of your spell, correct?
No, it's a
No?
caster level check. His level versus
Caster level check.
the DC of his
Cast
spell.
level check. Right. Okay. In that case, that is cast
Hold on,
level.
yeah, dispel magic. Just dispel magic.
Yep, dispel magic. Yeah, I'm gonna actually look this up.
Depends on the sword. Yeah, it is targeted spell. It's the DC is 11 plus spell's caster level.
Right. So it's 11 plus. What's that caster level? Oh, what's your castle level, Storm?
13.
13. So 11 plus 13 is 24. Okay. It's going to be hard. But that's a 15. A natural 15, that is. So what
good.
is... Yeah, it is. Spellcraft... Is it a spellcraft check? I need to...
No,
caster
it's their
level.
caster level. What's their caster level? If it's 9 or higher, then they succeed. If it's less than that, then they don't.
No, it is 8.
Then they don't
But they can
succeed.
cast level 7 spells.
No, that was a different thing. That was the heart, we assume.
Yes.
Oh,
Uh,
I understand.
Yeah, no. That was the
If
heart.
it gets a natural 20, it does succeed, though. So keep that in mind.
Yes, but in this case,
It would also...
no. So the first one does not succeed, and the others were not going to be doing that. They are going to be doing scorching rays.
Where are they? Oh, they're on the roof.
On the roof.
Found
Yeah,
them.
there. So there's 3 of them, and they're all going to do scorching rays, and they are all pointing it at the tree.
Ah, yes, barbecue tree.
So 1, 2, 3, all in range.
Do they pass through things? Do they hit things?
It is a
Right, no.
ranged touch attack, so they also do get -4 on it.
Yes, they do. So the first one is 22 to hit with the -4.
I mean, that hits. It's a touch attack.
Okay. Second one is... Oh, that's a natural 3. That one's not going to hit.
No.
And that is... But that one's 21. The last one.
21, I actually need to check that. No, that hits, My touch is 16.
Okay, so yes. 2 of them hit.
It's fire damage.
It is fire damage. It is
course it is.
46 points. 46 points of fire damage each.
Double.
Well, halved again, because
So it's just regular.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So it's just regular damage. So
Carrying that.
you take 33 points of fire damage
Okay.
as it burns your tree form, your moonflower form. That is their turn. Ozpin.
I move my thundercloud over. Wait. Sorry, I gotta zoom in so I can drag it. Wait. How far can I move it? Yeah, or just really, really fast? Because I want to move it up over into.
Yep, you can move it there. That's fine.
Move it right here.
Yep. So, and then it gets to do its damage, right?
Yeah, it's just. It's reflex.
Reflex.
DC 18.
18. That is a no, and that is a yes. So one of them succeeds and the other one does not.
6.
And it's negates, isn't it?
Yeah, no, halved.
Oh, no.
Halved. It's reflex.
Halved? No, I thought it was negate on that one.
No, it's reflex.
On that particular spell.
Reflex is almost always.
So, sometimes it says reflex negate.
Can
Can you look up the spell, please?
I will double check.
Because I believe that one in
Reflex-
particular had
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
reflex negate. Yeah,
Reflex does negate.
I remember that one. So that's fine.
That's
But yes,
one
that
of
was
these
just
things.
your that was just a move action. So then,
Oh, I can do another thing. I didn't
You can
realize
do
I
another
could do
thing.
another thing.
Yes.
That's cool.
yes.
I'm happy. All right, I wasn't ready for that. Sorry. I am going to cast
Troll.
Dragon Breath, and just wait. Can I move a little bit? Like, can I move myself? Or is moving the cloud the movement?
Moving the cloud is the move action, right?
Because I just want to move 5 feet. I want to move here.
I'll let you have a 5-foot step.
Okay,
I'll let you
5
have
foot step. Because
That's
I
fine.
want to
So there you go.
do a Dragon's Breath that tries to get these things.
Sure.
Like mainly just these 3, but if I
Yeah,
can get away with
that
getting
cone.
these, that'd be
Yeah,
nice.
absolutely. Yeah.
Because
Yep,
it's a 60-foot cone, and I think it's a 90-degree angle, right? That's
It-
how cones work.
Cones are 90-degree. Yeah. So
That's
if
I can
it's a
get 5 of them.
60-foot cone, you can get 5 of them. Yes.
I
So
will
go
do
ahead.
that.
So they automatically fail because they are grappled.
Oh, that's cool. Right, I'm gonna find out how much damage. Second drag.
By the way, Civis, you said these are heavy crossbows, right?
The crossbows are heavy crossbows, but the ballistas are much bigger.
Oh, okay. I thought they were all
I'm
using
going
crossbows.
to do a.
Oh yeah, the little ones are using crossbows. The ones that Ozpin are using because they couldn't get to the ballistas that they're right next to.
Oh.
Does 2d10? No, that's not right. That doesn't sound right at all.
God damn it. I'm sorry.
Because it doesn't say anywhere. It doesn't say on the spell on D20 PFSRD either. It just says that it. Oh wait, never mind. I found it. With energy damage per cast level. Yeah, so it's 12d6.
What spell is it?
Well, it's Dragon's Breath. You breathe out a blast of energy. Creatures in the affected area take 1d6 points of energy damage per caster level. And based on
just
which
drag and
breath
drop
I
that
choose.
spell into your spell list and roll 20, by the way.
But I don't use roll 20 for this, this campaign. So
Yeah, we'll be hopefully using it more next campaign. But anyway,
It's really as useful. It's been a
I know it's
48.
useful. I just haven't
Whoosh!
set up Ozpin. So
as
It's fine. Sorry for nagging you too much about it.
oh wait, did I just delete the wrong one? I think no, I did.
oh, it's a 30-foot cone. Sorry, I can only get 3 of them. I think.
Okay,
I updated the time, by the way. 11.
those ones are very, very dead.
Yeah, it's only,
Didn't
but
get
it's
that
like,
even.
yeah, I'll draw a
Yep.
little.
And also the ballistas are very dead. They
It's like,
burst into flame.
Nice little
Yeah.
campfire.
that's what I'll. That's like all completely burnt and like.
Yep.
set on fire. That is
Okay,
my
that-
turn.
That's your turn. Strom. The damage goes off for your
Yes.
tentacles.
I roll 46 plus 13. 21 damage to everything.
21. Okay.
I do 2 things. I shout to whoever's around me, please cast protection from energy on me to protect me from fire. And then I'm going to ready a counter spell at those casters. And that's it.
Okay.
I'm.
I also heal 5. Just because, we've got regeneration.
Oh, wait. You're burning, aren't you?
No, he's not on.
no,
stop!
Scorching Ray
Okay.
doesn't set you on fire.
Scorching Ray doesn't set you on fire.
Okay, good.
It's just a
Good.
super heated burst of energy.
Yeah, no, but again, if you guys have protection from energy, now is the time to use it. Because I'm gonna try to keep my tentacles going, so...
Does it not get counted by fire damage? For 1 round? Is it regeneration? Sorry.
No, I've got fast healing 5. I just heal 5.
healing.
Doesn't get counted by anything. It just heals 5.
That's trolls.
Okay.
Vulnerable to fire.
The regeneration.
That's regeneration, no line.
Okay. One of the skeletons up on the one of the skeletal mages dies from the damage.
Oh,
Nice.
Well,
Good.
rip.
I want to get rid of those.
I was gonna drop like a.
But yeah, those
boulder
guys
on both
don't
of
see
those
what
guys.
I'm doing, right? Like, to them, I'm just standing still, looking at them intently. If they can even make out what I'm looking at with that nice, sick
Indeed.
cross on my face.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly
They
over
don't
and
have
drop
brains.
the
Yes,
rubble
they
on them next turn.
Okay.
I would really appreciate
that's
that
your
protection from energy if anybody got it.
Hoggett, you're up. You are muted, Hoggett.
You must have been muted for ages.
Oh, yeah, probably.
No, I was pretty. I'm eating, so I knew I was
okay.
muted most of the time, but then I just
Thank
forgot
you.
when it got to my turn. Resist energy communal.
Sick. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give us all 30 fire resistance split across us. It's 10
So
minutes at
I-
level, and then it's
My-
split between us. That's gonna last well over the combat. So just
Not a problem.
Awesome.
What's the
Yeah,
Am I
distance
just
on it
immune to
though?
fire now? Because that's like
What-
ridiculous.
What's the distance on it now?
think
What's the
it's
distance?
soaked.
Well, because you may not have hit.
No, I don't think it's
Gaston.
Gaston. Communal's usually just
yeah.
people
I
you
got ripped
are
Gaston
like.
anyway.
Basically, you need to hold hands.
I'm gonna be fine because
Yeah,
I have
Gaston
regen-
does not
yeah,
have
no,
I-
I assume it wouldn't hit Gaston,
He is
Okay.
fire
but I
resistance
assume that
anyway, I
us,
think.
just like it's kind of like, hey,
Gaston.
homies, everyone right
Yeah.
here.
The worst thing that can happen is Gasoblin.
Gaston, you heal for 5.
Yeah, I
You
did.
heal for 5.
I added it.
Okay, sweet. Go.
So, as a giant, I have an ability to throw rocks.
Can throw
I'm gonna throw rocks at the ballistas, the giant ones.
Okay, go ahead.
Itself?
Yeah, you could probably throw the ballista itself.
I do. +1 to the attack.
Oh, nice! A 19. That hits.
Good attack.
Oh,
It ignores the first 5 of the hardness, and
So
it
this
you
counts
throwing
as a heavy catapult shot. So that's 66 damage.
Oh, okay. 66. 66. Because with this, I add half of my strength.
Yeah,
Five.
Oh.
26 points of damage. You managed to make a good dent in the catapult, but it seems to still be functioning.
I try again.
Oh, well, you only had
You
one
throw
of
the
the big
ballista
catapults. You
Or
can't throw the
skeleton.
ballista again.
Throw the skeleton.
He can throw something else.
I throw the skeleton.
Throw everything.
I'll
If
throw
you make a grapple check, just because this is funny, make a grapple check.
But the skeleton is already grappled. It's not running anywhere.
Oh yeah, it's not moving anyway.
My
so
tentacle
you
just hands it to him. Here.
You pick
Throw
up
the
the skeleton, and you can use that to.
Have fun.
It's a medium-sized thing.
Yes, that hits. Woof! As the skeleton gets thrown out of the circle. Deal your damage.
The skeleton should
66?
take full damage.
The skeleton scatters as it hits the ballista.
Yeah.
And
Fuck him up.
the ballista crunches and breaks as the skeletal form hits it. So
Don't be
this-
so skeletal.
I have one more. Oh god. Where
Are
should
you
I
gonna
throw
throw
it?
the stairs at them?
I have one more to throw. I'm gonna
Shove
throw
up
the
the
stairs.
Jump up the stairs and throw at them.
No, there's another skeleton right next to you.
Yeah,
Also
I'll
grappled.
take him and throw him at the...
This one's handed up to you as well from the tentacles. It just kind of, here you go.
I
There's
throw
like
it
another
there.
tentacle that comes out in front of it and like takes it over from that one. Here you go. Just like carrying it over.
So I'm attacking this one. I get
Yeah.
-2 on that one.
-2, 18. That is.
I don't think
yeah,
this is how
no,
it
that-
works, by the
that-
way.
So,
Alright.
do we
Who
care?
cares? It's funny.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this one is thrown.
It counts
the
as normal
skeleton-
attacks. Range
This-
attacks.
Okay.
The skeleton
Fine.
scatters, but you actually miss. So it
Fine.
scatters over the wall.
Rip skeleton.
I'm not gonna bother with that then. I'm
Oh,
just
I
gonna drop
can't. I
this
can't
down.
even. I can't do it anymore. Fuck.
Yeah, that's it.
Should I bring you more stones?
Yes, please. Hand me more.
Can't you like just take
Well,
like,
they
chunks out of the wall you're on? I mean, it's an old wall. It's not gonna be that
Yeah.
sturdy.
Did you throw the tiny ballistas?
But I do have a
Gaston.
I hasted attack.
One there.
Punch
No,
the
that's only
wall.
when you're-
Make stones.
It's on a full round attack, actually.
That's not a full round attack. You can't do that as well.
Oh, okay. Let's move on then. I guess.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
move on.
So,
This is that was
it's
fun,
now
yeah.
the skeletal archer's turn. With one of the major ballistas down, they're going to continue firing on on Gaston.
Stop.
Because obviously he is a major threat. Let's see here.
Here's an artillery piece. Get him.
That is 16 to hit. What's your armor class?
Yeah, 14. Yeah.
Okay, so that
Oh
hits.
well, almost.
That one definitely hits then. 14. Yeah, no, that hits. That's 3,
Wait.
Four.
Hold up.
5, 6, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Yes, hits. Yes, hits. Okay. No crits, but all of them hit.
Right, bring it on.
So that
if we
is.
Walked into that armory and started
Do
killing
you
the
have
core.
12
Just ignore the rest of the
VR or
skeletons.
I have 10.
48.
I thought you had
Goliath
12.
has
I don't know.
1,
60.
2,
After 2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So -10 from each of those. So 6, 3, 3, 3.
Partake in that, whatever that is.
Can I reach
Yeah,
Moonflower Stormstrom?
thank you.
50.
50 points of damage as a number of these massive ballista bolts thrust themselves into your body, dealing significant damage to you now as the major ballista also turns its shot towards you. That is a 14 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
That is his armor class. Okay. So full damage from that. That is that one. Another 26 points of damage. Boom! As they start really pounding into Gaston.
Yeah, but
that is
here's
it.
the fun.
So
Here's the fun
Goliath
thing.
can
Okay.
Regeneration.
As my standard action, I'm going to instantly grow my hair to gain reach 10 to cast touch spell of healing hex on Baumi.
Okay.
I support this.
It is, hold on. And as my standard action, I'm going to command Goliath to fly 60 feet up and then 60 feet forward.
Okay.
Yeah, so Yominda will cast that spell. And Castamir is going to fly half speed up and half speed towards the nearest set of siege engines.
Okay, how much do I heal?
One moment. I'm going to roll it for me. Let's see here. The major healing hex I will be using. His is for you, friend.
16. I'll take it.
1 plus.
Ugh, ones are terrible.
Yeah, that was
1, 2, and 3.
I mean, 1, 2, and 3 on 8s. It's really not.
Yeah,
60
that's
feet up,
below
and
average.
then 60
I mean,
feet.
that's
If you're
below
gambling,
average.
though, that's
like that's
pretty
average for D4s.
yeah.
60 feet forward.
Okay.
Shit,
Yep.
no, that's below average for D4s.
What's the closest set of other siege equipment there, right?
Yeah.
60 feet up. 30 feet up and 30 feet forward.
Yep. And then you're going to throw your stone, I imagine?
I'm gonna drop
Or you're going to try and drop it on them?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it on.
Actually, that'll do a lot of damage if you manage to do it. You can't do it.
It's a 16. It's a reflex save for half.
Well, you can't do
Something
it
like
now.
that.
You already did like 3 actions.
I'm not gonna do it now. I'm just
Yeah.
moving.
So,
I'm moving,
it
it's
is
fine.
the skeleton warrior's turn. They are still not going inside of that black tentacle area, so that it is the skeleton mage's turn, and they're again going to try and cast Dispel Magic.
Okay, I can't spell that with Dispel Magic.
Okay, they got
Doesn't matter.
oh yes, of course, because it's counterspelled.
Yeah, like the thing is, because it specifically says if I use Dispel Magic to counterspell, I don't even need to roll for what spell it is. I can just dispel it. It's just dispel. It does not happen.
Right. So they do not manage to dispel your black tentacles. They are, however, going to do their scorching rays at you once more.
Yeah, I assume so, but I'm happy with that.
So that's 19 to hit, 21 to hit, and 14 to hit.
The 14 doesn't actually hit. But
Okay,
everything
there you
else
go.
does.
So two hits for 46 points of damage each.
I actually have a better plan. Oh yes, it's gonna be great.
But with energy resistance now, so neither of those actually do any damage.
No. Protection. It's
Oh,
temporary. Temporary. So like, I
Temporary
actually
hit
take
points, right?
2 damage.
12 cubic feet.
2 damage. You're right.
But I'll take it.
5.
Like, that's much better than taking the full 32. I'm happy.
Okay.
My main goal was to keep the tentacles going. Like, that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I got accomplished.
Oh, it's your turn by... No, that wasn't your turn. It's Ozpin's turn.
Ozpin's turn first.
It's not temporary HP. That's resist energy. This is different. The elemental ones are like DR.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
What
I've
are
got,
you
like,
using?
40
It's from protection from
fire.
energy, right?
Glorious.
Energy resistance. Protection
got
from
energy
are the temporary
resistance.
hit point ones. So like protection from negative energy and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I can't do this for negative or positive energy though. I have to choose an element.
Ah, okay. so
Acid,
you're
cold,
saying-
electric, fire, or sonic, and then it gives DR just of that type. It's kind of like the thing that's on Ozpin's cloak where he just takes less fire damage all the time.
So
I
yeah,
moved
it
my
is
thundercloud.
literally... It is literally you didn't take any damage from that Stormstrom, because each was a separate instance.
Oh, cool.
Yep. They need to
Okay.
deal at least 30 fire damage to get through that, so you're pretty much immune to fire right now.
Thundercloud on this thing.
Okay, a reflex to half. That is a natural 1, and that is a natural 6. No! So that's those two dead.
Yay! Well, almost all the mages are gone. So that's
Yeah, there's only one mage remaining.
I am going.
Where is this
to
mage you speak of?
Cast. Let me see. What's something that I can fun? I cast Spider
Myself.
Climb on Timothy.
Okay.
He can climb on
Can
anything.
you do?
I can already fly and have that spell.
Oh, okay, then I'll do it on Stormstrom instead. You can spider.
Stromstrom, you can now spider climb.
You have
Actually, no,
spider
that's
climb.
a transmutation. You can't transmute me. Sorry.
That's right.
Oh, it is transmute. You're
Spider
right.
climb's a transmutation?
It is.
Yeah.
Correct.
Any of the animal things are transmutation.
All right, I just want to give it to anyone. All right, that was my.
You're not allowed to do anything.
Never mind.
You
I'll
can give it
think
to
of something else that I
yourself.
can do. Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
boring. I can fly as well.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
it
you
just
can be like a
doesn't work on me.
vampire and walk on walls.
Don't you have
I-
that force hook charge or something?
I do, but I can fly now. So that was that.
You
But force
fly,
of charge
Honor.
doesn't go very far, I don't think. You see.
thought it went
Force of
really far.
charge. It's 40 feet, I think.
Oh wait, no, Castamir's
Well,
90
that's-
feet fly speed.
Let me
Take a
see.
Take a 5-foot step and you can get
Shit.
that skeleton right next to you.
Wait, 90. Hold on.
I don't know if I have it prepared. I don't think I do. No, I don't.
Oh,
I
okay, you
don't
didn't have it prepared. Okay.
yeah.
90.
I don't have force of charge
That's
prepared.
unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
I
90.
will instead.
It's actually 90. Hold on.
Um,
He would have reached them.
it's a concentration to keep the other thing up, right? Oh no, I can still cast spells.
You can still cast spells, just
I can
no
still
other
cast spells.
concentration spells.
Okay, okay. So like
Uh,
black tentacles wouldn't work. I wouldn't
Strategies.
be able to.
I don't believe so. Not if it lasts. No.
All right, I'm gonna just start walking up. I'm gonna fly up here and make a single attack on this.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Single attack. Let's see. What is it? I don't have penalties anymore. It's 21.
That hits. That easily hits.
And then, oh god, so I do things with my attacks now. Let me see. So I do 2d4 plus. No, it's not 2d4. It's 2d10 now, right? Let me see.
Avarice Ascended. Let's have a look. It is 1d12 plus 2d6 of fire damage on successful hit.
1d12 damage, which is plus 9 because of my modifier. And then the.
It's also plus. It's 1d12 plus 2 on top of that.
Oh, so there's another 2 on top of that, so it's 13.
Yeah.
Because my modifier is plus 9.
Yeah,
Well,
and then
for
plus,
the
plus 2.
weapon
Yeah, plus 2 as well.
stuff. So it's
Got a 4 times crit.
13 normal damage, and then it's 2d6 points of fire damage. I think that's it.
13. That's enough. That one.
That's it.
Yep. So you managed to scatter the bones of yet another one in front of
Okay.
you.
Awesome.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Stromstrom, your turn.
Okay, well,
The
tentacles.
damage goes off. Yep.
So half damage dice of that, I guess.
26. Oh, that's a good one.
Okay. That is a good one indeed, because that kills the last of the skeletal archers
Airbenders.
in the area. It also kills the skeletal warrior that's directly in front of you. And this one too.
A tiny object.
And this one too.
How do I...
And the mage dies.
Nice.
So
That's the
all
one
of the
I'm worried
mages
about.
seem to be dead. So everything in the area of the black tentacles is now destroyed.
Okay. I'm going to cast.
God.
Oh, I don't know. This may be a little bit crazy, but
We've still got to kill a heart, remember?
yeah, but this spell is not useful for that. That's why I've only been using the spells that aren't useful for killing hearts. Like I've used none of my high damage spells.
Awesome. That's
Um,
true, you haven't.
I'm gonna cast Control Winds.
Okay. Clever.
I'm going to try to push all of the skeletons into my greater black tentacles.
Okay, so I assume
Can
you're.
you line them up for me, please?
It does
I would like
have
them.
Hang on a second.
so it does have a range of 30 foot per level, so it's 420 feet. So it's plenty,
That's
you should
great.
be okay. That should be okay.
right? And I
It's
can
421,
create
it's
an
always
80
minus
foot
5.
diameter where there's no storm, which I'm going to send like up to 80 foot. So I'm just gonna protect us. I'm not gonna protect Gaston because I imagine he's not very affected by it, seeing as he's a storm giant.
Here's the
Quite.
thing. I have regeneration, which means I don't die, and I have die hard, which means I don't fall unconscious. And
He's
theoretically-
literally unkillable. Unless
That's not regeneration, it's fast healing, though.
That's regeneration.
No, it's
Regeneration
Because
says.
I'm pretty sure you still die
fast
from
healing.
regeneration. Anyway,
So
it
you
fast-
make
how is it
what's
regeneration?
what's your caster level? Yours is 12, right?
13.
not. How is regeneration?
13. So for every 3 caster levels, you can increase the.
Yeah, I can
wind
create
strength by
hurricane
1
force
level.
winds.
Indeed.
So I'm gonna
Destroys
try.
wooden buildings.
So
Yep.
I can do
And
a blast.
interestingly enough, ranged weapons no longer work.
Yeah.
That was very timely.
No, I was gonna kill those, Barmy. Stop kill stealing.
Well, the guys you
damn
were
it. So,
flying towards me already
They
did.
need- So
God
they.
damn it. How do I... What I drop on? I'm dropping those guys instead.
Actually, you should really get out of, like, come back to us. I'm gonna, so I can create an 80 foot diameter. I'm gonna make sure that it also, like, the
I'm
Eye
not
of the
doing
Storm
shit.
also covers Frey, because if it
Yep.
doesn't, he's dead.
Yeah.
No, what the hell? You just cocked... God damn it.
Well, to be
I dropped the
fair,
stone on you instead.
if he didn't do that, Frey, Gaston was going to die.
I wasn't.
No,
Fine,
Gaston
it's just
can't die.
Something.
Oh my god,
Okay,
guys.
They Gaston can't die because it's regeneration.
Oh
You have to
yeah.
physically destroy it with fire
And I
and
don't
stuff.
fall unconscious
No,
because die hard.
yeah.
Woohoo.
Yeah, he has to
Universal
use fire to kill him.
monster
Nonetheless, you would still take a lot of damage. Anyway,
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna throw it then.
so they need to make a strength check. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Yes. Actually, wait.
That was-
Oh, God,
that-
this is
that
always
was
the thing. We
boring.
have had
God
this so
damn
many
it.
times. We had the so it's a hurricane force wind that comes.
It's just... God damn it.
Hurricane.
I think
Range
that's spell
attacks are
magic
in-
on that.
Oh no!
Wait, they must make fortitude saves or suffer the effects of being in a windy area.
Hurricane force winds. It's actually only -8 to siege weapons.
Oh yeah.
They can still fire with siege weapons.
Oh, you can fire the crossbows though.
But a check size is large, so
These are large.
range attacks except -8 on attack rolls.
Well, I'm just gonna have
Control
the
trees.
gargoyle move instead and just jump off it.
That's fine, Frey.
I get them. I just feel like I planned so long and it's just to be denied.
No, Frey, I'm sorry, but like
That's fine. It's
I'm
just,
You can
killing
always
things
drop it on the
here.
heart.
You're trying to drop a stone on a single guy.
no, it's a large stone, so it covers 2 squares,
Okay, you're trying to drop a stone on 2 guys.
which deals 60 d6 damage.
That's
Which
great.
is pretty
You killed 2 guys.
That's really amazing.
You could always drop
Frey,
it on the
Frey,
heart.
Yeah, do
hold
it
on
to
to
the
that
heart.
for the moment.
Oh god.
I'm-
That's never a good thing to hear from a GM. No thank you. There's gonna be something massive. I don't want to be standing in these bones anymore. I want to run away.
Don't
So-
just run out.
They need to make a strength. Never mind, they rolled a 4. So the skeletons, all manning these ballistas, do in fact get just blown away. How far do they get blown though? I think we
In
need
front
to
of me.
roll for that.
Creatures
Land them on the
that
ground
are
as
not
well.
prone and roll one
No.
if you wait. Check size. Flying wait, shit.
I have a plan.
We really need to figure this out
Okay,
sometime.
an
This is like a
idea.
really
Okay, for the
Please.
moment, I'm going to roll a d10 and multiply that by 10,
10.
and that'll be the number of feet they move.
that sounds reasonable.
Could you line them up for me?
So they
please?
moved 30 feet.
Okay, that pushes a lot of them into the black tentacles. So do the black tentacles immediately go for the grapple? Like they just
Yes,
do
they
that?
do.
So I mean we don't even need to roll for that,
These
So
right?
hold on, it might be more than that actually. Large, actually 66 per feet.
right? Like I don't even need to roll for that because I have plus 26 on it, and their common maneuver defense is not that high.
Those ones get blown in. This one does not, however, but they are now off the ballistas.
Yeah, they also fall down from the thing, though, right? So
yes,
they should
do.
take fall
yeah,
damage.
they take falling damage.
Falling
They take
damage.
falling damage.
is so overpowered.
It's like 20 feet, maybe 30 feet up. So I'll say 20,
Also-
25 feet. So it's d6 per feet. Hang on.
Five
I would
foot?
like to point one thing out. Casimir had 90 feet movement, so he would have been able to drop that thing on the thing here.
Yeah, but Castamere is
Yeah,
a
but you
tiny
didn't remember.
creature.
So half 1d6 damage then. 1d6 per feet.
No,
Actually.
he can only take a rock. You can only pick up rocks 2 size categories smaller than your own. Which means Castamere can't actually pick up a rock at all.
He picks up a pebble.
There are no
He can
2
pick up a
size
pebble.
categories smaller than tiny. That's not a thing. It's
Well-
tiny, then it's diminutive, and then there's nothing. So there is no rock that he can pick up.
Well, I
It does
mean,
say in the
he can
flavor.
pick
It does say in the. There might be half the
Yeah?
damage if it's lighter material or stuff like that. I don't know.
I'll allow it, Frey. Don't worry. Anyway, God damn it, that is not at all falling damage. Falling damage.
I'm sorry.
Pathfinder.
Our look was being ruled.
Environmental
Wait, Frey,
rules.
you are the one that always goes on about rules. So now I come to with rules to you, and now then you complain to me about the rules. Can you explain
I'm trying
that to
to
me?
also explain, counter your argument by doing that. Like,
That's a terrible counter
know.
because that's my argument. I always say the rules don't matter, but you say the rules matter. Now I come to with the rules to you, and you say the rules don't matter.
okay, let's drop
Per
it.
10 feet. Per 10 feet.
doesn't
So
make
it's
sense.
d6 per 10 feet.
Oh, is
that
it?
is three-
Oh, it is.
three-
Never mind. Oh. Well, that's
Yeah,
a
not
lot
anywhere
less.
near as much.
Oh,
Frey.
well, that's still fine though.
So they take 9 points of damage.
That's okay. I'll take 9
Oh.
points. What about
I
the
have
guys on the ground? They all
miscalculated.
pushed into the tentacles, though, right?
Not all of them, no. The ones from the walls don't get pushed into the tentacles.
Yeah,
the
but the ones that were on the
were
ground before.
correct, those ones are definitely in the tentacles. So you can roll your damage on those tentacles.
Okay.
Are these guys still on the walls?
25.
And they are prone as well, so they immediately get grappled. So that's nice.
I
Well,
think that was a pretty effective turn. I'm pretty happy with that.
That one
one
worked.
thing I can
That was-
do to sort of go around that is sort of have Casimir cast Magic Creation in his.
That would work, yes.
And then just have it fall.
Yes,
Don't you get a
yes, that
bonus
would
if I
work.
help? Because Coven.
Oh, yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Caster level increase.
Yeah. Make
Well, you want to
yeah.
create like a giant rock in the sky.
Yeah, I could do
That
that.
would be
Make
kind
a
of
meteor.
cool. Yeah.
I can cast. It's 10.
Don't make it
One
like
cubic
don't make it
feet.
like a round rock. Make it like a relatively
Like a
thick
spear.
stone plate
Stalactite.
Oh yeah.
that like covers like 15 squares or something.
Bami, the creation thing. It's 1 cubic feet per level. I don't know how much that covers.
Well, the thing about 1 cubic feet is you can use those cubic feet however you want, right?
Oh, this
I
one
don't
gets
understand
thrown-
cubic feet. Like
those-
that's the thing.
those
Is
two
I'm really
get
bad at
thrown in.
that. stuff
Okay, a
like that.
cubic feet
things.
is well.
One gets
So
bound.
like to fill up a square, you're gonna need 5 cubic feet. Wait, no, you're gonna need much
Okay.
more than that.
That
10.
one gets bound.
No, you need 25. Shit, you
that
can't
one
do
gets
anything.
bound.
Aw.
That one gets bound.
Actually, you need much more than that. You need 75
It's a-
cubic feet.
You know, 120.
125.
125, true.
These
125.
ones get thrown
Rip.
off the wall. Rippity rip, rip, rip. Okay.
Ripped,
So
ripped.
speaking of rip, you've ripped all of the skeletons off the wall. They are no longer manning
sorry.
the ballista.
Nice.
And how much damage do you do? 25 additional
25.
damage to those that go.
I'm also
Like-
going to move. Actually, I know that's new, but I'm actually gonna do that.
But-
And
Well,
I'm-
you're
I
a
could
tree.
hyper-
You don't often move.
I don't
but
move
when you
that
do-
much, but I'm gonna move over to
Trees.
here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. I don't move very quickly.
Oh, this one dies, doesn't it?
Ooh,
That one dies.
okay.
Nice.
You can do the same thing.
No!
We can both give 2 extra caster levels to Juminda for magic creation.
Okay. Speaking of which, Hoggett, it is your turn.
Speaking of which, yes. Sorry
Speaking
for
of
the
witches.
Speaking of witches.
Excellent. No, so I actually grossly miscalculated the damage potential of the falling objects.
Yes, but it's
I
also
thought it were
Hogget's
per
turn.
1 feet. Sorry.
No, it's per 10. But that's okay.
Oh.
It's still going to be
Oh,
doing some
wow.
damage.
Oh, kid.
I have no idea what the range on my bombs.
I mean, I think they have.
Can-
Don't they have the regular ranged increments of a thrown weapon? Because I do know
Yeah.
they're counted as a regular thrown weapon.
So it's
20
like
feet. 20
20
feet
feet.
increments.
Yeah, so you're not going to be able to even reach anything. Everything that you
It'll
could
be
reach is just not.
Also, there's
Make
a
a
storm
catapult.
going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So ranged weapons don't even work.
So,
Ranged
Need more
weapons
rock.
just don't
Need
even
more
work.
rock.
I guess
I
I'll
need
just
more.
buff Strom then. Have
So that's the skeleton mage is gone. They are dead.
how large is the eye?
80 foot. We need to define that, I guess. I was gonna
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure. Yeah, it actually starts where I started, where the X is, and then 80 foot based on that.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm not the. Hi, hello.
So like Frey is just barely inside of it and really should not move outside of it.
I could throw the rock.
Gaston,
It'll take
I-
negatives though.
You can't
Don't
throw
worry.
the rock. You can drop the rock, but yeah, just hold on to
Oh,
it. It's all good.
Yeah.
Hold
Okay,
on.
I'm
Reese
gonna-
is stuck from
Just
my
wait
rock.
till your turn, Frey. Just wait till your turn.
Just wait.
My rock.
Just
It
wait.
will be your turn soon, and then you can do whatever.
Patience.
you want.
Patience.
Imagine if we had another person to wait.
I'm
in
hugging the rock.
Initiative order.
Yeah.
Hugging the rock.
So,
Yeah.
It's a plushy rock.
so what are you up to, Hoggett? Sorry.
I'm gonna walk right here and use detect secret doors.
Yep. Okay.
Doors around here.
Immediately.
I mean, you guys got the fight under control. I'm not close enough to buff anyone.
Look for stuff and
immediately
things.
pings. You found what appears to be
I don't-
something over there. You can't see anything, but you know that there's a secret door there.
There's a whole door.
All right. And so next round, I get to know the exact location of it as well.
Okay.
Mm.
Gaston,
Hi. Yes.
Storm Giant, you're no longer under attack from the giant ballistas. You've got a whole bunch of them in your body, but you do regenerate a little bit.
Hey. Hi. I remember when you guys tried to attack me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're lined up real good, aren't they?
Yeah.
No one smash.
Leaves.
Oh, you have, I
Leave.
think, 15 feet of reach because of your size, and then in
Yes,
addition
he
to the-
does.
in
Yeah.
addition to the reach because of your weapon.
Yeah,
kinda
that's
bad.
yeah, that's yeah. That one does not, but that one does. So yeah,
Does.
that one there, yeah. So all of those ones, not that one, but these ones definitely. So those 4 there.
Wait a second. I think-
Gastor?
I can reach this one as well. Oh no.
No, you
No,
can't.
no, you can't. No, you can't. It's only
You don't
15
have the
feet,
lunge feet.
but you can get 4.
Yeah.
You should get the lunge feet.
There we go. All my attacks.
Lunge is like
Not even a problem. You
Sort of a-
shred them to pieces as they
And
all
that-
scatter into more bones on the ground, unmoving.
Okay. Can I dance on
suggestions
the
for the future.
bones?
Yes, you can.
Take a date in.
Okay. It's their turn. They have to.
Desna.
They have to make a strength check. You don't even need to make a check in this thing because only creatures that are large or smaller, and you are larger than large. You are huge.
Yeah.
So you don't even need to make a check, but these guys do. They roll not good enough. So they get moved an additional 10 foot.
Oh,
That might
line
be a
up
fun
for me,
feat for
please.
Gaston.
Come
Just
here.
clumping up onto Gaston more. I assume towards the X.
Let's pile on.
Yeah, towards there. So The ones that are next to the Gaston are all dead anyway, but these ones...
Wait, did this one move into my threat range? Can I please get the attack of opportunity on it?
Yes, you do!
Oh, it's like Gaston vacuum cleaner here.
It totally works!
Gaston vacuum
Yes.
cleaner. The
No
Gaston
one-
vacuum cleaner.
No one...
Oh.
okay,
And
yeah.
because
good.
I have the
No one
two
vacuums
handed,
like Gaston?
and I'm
one-
using two-handed
He
weapon
basically
fighting.
just a
so I get
whirlwinding
another attack.
barbarian.
Yeah. So this one as well gets attacked, except
Yep.
it's minus another 2.
Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Yep, nope, that one's dead too. So you it literally is like a vacuum cleaner as Gaston twirls about with his double-handed axe, and the skeletons are sucked in towards him or towards that direction. It's like a blender.
I wouldn't be
It's just
laughing. There's gonna be something terrifying
evil.
coming. Yeah.
Goliath and Yominda.
He would make it this easy.
God above, why? Curses. Where would be a... I guess I'll just double move forth. Here, with the move action to command it
Now
to double with haste towards our group.
Oh, so you're going back towards the group. Okay. Yep. That's a good idea. Trust me.
No, hold on. I'm moving back here. Recalculating.
Wait.
Recalculating here.
Yeah, Savis, revive that one. It's 1/4 because I already used rage power can only be used once.
60 there.
Oh, cat.
Cast
Okay,
a
very
mirror.
well.
Oh, rip.
Oh, Gaston, you healed 5 at the beginning of your turn.
Yeah.
Is any more
Yeah.
wounded? Please
Uh,
state the nature of your medical
Gas-
attention.
Gaston is
very,
hurt.
very badly.
But
I can't
I'm
reach Gaston
fine.
with Castamere. I could actually. I can dimension door her over there, but no, he'll be sucked away.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Castamere out there is a bad idea.
Is I'm gonna go and repair this with the mending. If it's wounded.
Okay. So the next one
Take
is
minutes.
the skeleton warriors, which are now in the area and bound. They're going to make a strength check to try and move. They fail. So that's their turn.
This is my favorite spell.
This is a good spell. I like it.
Ozpin, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. Wait, where is the? Can't move the thing anymore. It's not letting me grab
60
it.
foot in the
Now
air
it
is
is. Now
fine.
it is. Okay, I'm gonna move it. Wait. All the way over here. I'll ping it if no one saw. Over here. Moving
Where?
around the cloud. I'll ping, it's to the left of Gaston.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I'll just roll damage.
There we go.
66.
Extra.
16.
Okay. Oh, by the way, that's only one creature there, not 3. It looks like there's more there, but there's not.
Oh,
Question.
There's just corpses.
Later.
The highest concentration's over here.
okay, I'll do that then. That's fine.
Yeah,
Does the
I
double,
figured that'd be the. I figured
Yeah.
that'd be what you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the
yeah,
health
yeah.
rule apply
Which
to
is awesome.
our monsters that we have under control as well?
No, I think it's just
No.
opponents to
Yeah.
us. To make the
No.
game.
Just to
Better.
make the game a bit more even. Okay, that was your move action.
I would like to spend the rest of my turn not doing anything aside from also moving my person.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Just moving in this direction to where Hoggett is going.
Yep, not a problem.
Like, I'm pretty sure Strom's got this under control.
Yeah,
I'm just
we don't
gonna
need to
start
do
going to the
fucking
objective.
anything.
Objective-based gaming.
It is your turn, Strom, so you may
27.
do your wound d7 damage. Okay, that's a lot of them down.
How far does Eye of the Storm? Is it just straight up in the air and there's nothing?
Yes. I mean, it's the Eye
So
of the
there
Storm.
is-
Like, it's just all the way
Um,
up into the sky, clear skies. There's
Awesome.
nothing.
So the ones that had managed to get into the area are now crushed by what you had by your skeleton, by your tentacles.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Okay, I move here.
So-
Now I need to measure distance really quick.
Yeah, you can smooth out through that because that's in the air.
Problem is I don't really have enough range to cast anything significant. I'm gonna
that
cast Vengeful Comets. Which doesn't
That
do
sounds
anything.
fun.
Doesn't do anything.
That one's dead too.
It just summons some comets that float around my head, and that's it.
That
Okay.
doesn't sound as terrifying as I imagined.
I expected it to be a lot more
Comets.
vengeful.
Hog it.
It's my turn.
Oh, I think I know
All
what that
right,
does.
so my second turn of channeling the secret door thing, because it's like a concentration each turn thing.
Yep. So
I now
it
know
kind of
the
glows in your
exact
vision. Yep.
location of any secret doors that were detected. So I
You
can
know
just,
exactly where it is.
straight up go
Yep.
there. Huh. Found a door. You almost
Hold
done
the
with
door.
them?
I am working on it.
Is it possible?
You see Gaston giving you a thumbs up in the air as he dances.
So,
Let
Gaston.
me and
Gaston, when you need heals, just come back to me.
Let me and Gaston handle it. You deal with Dad.
Please come back.
Trees talk
Okay, so
slowly.
let me show you where the
Let me show you its
enemies are actually. What enemies remain?
By the way, I'm just gonna assume that those guys over there. Wait. These guys are also dead, right?
Spill my drink.
I'm highlighting which ones are enemies now. The ones with the little red dots are.
Okay, so
Are
everything
enemies.
everything else is dead. All right, cool.
Amanda, you should get over to my area soon, because we're gonna need you to pop the shell,
The what?
the 1,000
The
damage corruption thing.
Oh, yes.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna drop a rock like 1,000 feet up in the air.
Well, it's in a building. We can't do that.
I can kill the building with it.
You could damage the
Maybe.
building quite badly.
It's made of steel.
Okay.
It was a vault.
Gaston.
Described it as.
It is your turn.
Is any one of them alive?
Any with the red dot.
Are there any
on them.
even alive yet? So you probably want to stand like there.
From
and
your
then-
location, there is these ones here, and these ones here.
Not very many.
Who looks more lined up?
This seems like a
Actually,
good
you know
spot.
what?
I think
I'm
you
gonna-
can get all three here.
So I'm gonna grab the skeleton and throw it over there.
Sure.
So it is
Sure.
Steel and iron beats rock. In hardness.
Okay, so
Go ahead and make a grapple check.
Iron is harder than rock, yeah.
Oh, I grab a check.
Beats iron.
Grapple check
I
first.
mean, it's
yeah.
gonna be free. Yeah.
That hits, and that.
Okay,
that
so
also hits, yes.
Gaston takes the skeleton, picks it up, throws it, and it just gets blown away by the wind.
No, it does actually, but it gets blown into the tentacles.
Yes.
He accounted for
Smashes
the
and-
wind.
It does not account for the wind quite possibly, and it gets blown into the tentacles and scatters onto the ground. Another one
It's
down.
kind of funny. You could just walk through and throw them all into the tentacles and die.
Yeah.
Okay, for the
That's
purposes
actually
of
my
this,
plan.
I'm going to let you do exactly that. So
Yes.
as Gaston just sweeps the ground with his axe in his hand, and they just go scattering into the tentacles, which summarily crush the remaining.
He's playing skeleton croquet.
Okay.
Croquet.
So
That
I
is
guess-
all of them. You have managed to eliminate every single one of the skeletons.
Okay, so wait. The first thing I do, and I want to like say this right now. The first thing I do as soon as I can is I get out my staff and I cast Control Winds to cancel the storm.
Okay. The storm settles.
Okay, cool.
You should blow all the bones away from this place. Blow them out of the area.
It's
I
very
may-
dirty.
I am making sure we can escape. With these
Okay.
winds, we would be trapped when the heart explodes.
Well, can you make it so that the wind blows all of the bones outwards? So that we can catch the wind and fly away? Fly away from the...
No,
It'll be
that is
fine.
I have a
so
bad
risky.
feeling about these bones.
As
feel
you
so-
say that, you hear a little bit of a rattling in the vault next to you.
Oh no.
I
Veto,
would
Lord of
worry
the Dead.
about that.
As the top of the vault shatters, and you see the core in a very small form, hovering above the vault, but then it zips over to the side, and you see all of the skeletal remains surrounding you
Knew it.
coalesce and zoom together, almost magnetically charged, as it comes together into the
Giant skeleton
into a
golem?
Fucking
giant skeleton golem form
Yeah, I'm gonna fight
with the
you.
core
What do you
in
want
the
me?
middle of it.
Neato.
Frey, Savis,
It's in
can
the
I do
black
something real quick?
tentacles. I get a grapple.
You can try,
I've got
yes.
a good idea, actually.
It is pretty fucking big.
Dispel magic.
I don't
41.
want to go
Look on
near
that.
that thing.
41, however, it does beat its combat maneuver
Yes!
bonus, so it immediately gets grappled as the black tentacles
I do damage.
grab onto its feet.
Yo,
28
uh,
damage.
Savis, can I try something real quick? As soon as it pops up, I want to try to taunt
Well,
it.
no. First, we need to add a turn, and then it gets to roll initiative, which is 7.
This is the beauty of initiative order.
There we go.
Mhm.
So as it gets grappled, it looks down. It's like, oh, I'd forgotten about that. Shit.
Wait, what turn are we
But
on
just
right
like-
now? I mean, there was like a little bit of a break in between killing those guys, and then like let's say we turn like turn 8 or something.
Top
or
of the order again?
No, like I need to know what turn because my
Oh.
tentacles last 13 rounds. Or like
Oh,
round.
right.
What
Not
round?
even
Not what turn,
close
but
to that.
round.
You've
Like
you've
3
probably
or
got
4.
you've probably got another like 8 rounds left.
Yeah.
All right, then we're Gucci. All right.
You got
You're good.
ages.
Years
Oh,
ago,
Ozpin.
Richard.
Oh god. Okay. So I really don't
Curse
want to
it.
go near this thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go invisible, cast invisibility,
Okay.
and then
You
I'm
go-
gonna walk up. Then I'm gonna walk up and make an attack.
Okay.
I like the unnecessary invisibility.
Well, it's not unnecessary because I remain invisible.
It's
Oh
greater
yeah, because
invisibility.
it's
It
greater
remains
invisibility.
invisible.
Yep,
It remains invisible. It's pretty
Um,
potent.
it is quite potent indeed.
Plus 21.
Well, I mean, it would
Curse
be
it.
potent.
Curse it, make it skip turns. Do it.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
I
that
can't.
hits.
It's just an attack. I don't think I can apply spells on single attack.
You sure?
check
I think
that.
that's what your class does.
Oh, I can. That's cool.
Yeah,
It's a free.
that's
Yeah, it's a
like-
free action.
It's like what
Free
your
action.
class does.
I thought it was only during full round attacks. Anyway, it's a free
Mm-hmm.
action. So I'm just gonna do corrosive touch.
Okay.
I'll roll my normal damage. So the damage is what was it? It was 1d12.
Oh, well, that's a crit. 19. Natural 19.
Oh, it is. Oh shit! I have no idea what the fuck's
Immune
gonna
to
happen
crits, I
now.
believe.
You
Oh
should
my
curse it
god!
instead.
You immediately crit the damn thing.
It's gonna
roll to
fucking
confirm.
die.
Is
Roll
it an
to-
undead
roll-
creature?
Roll to confirm the crit.
Are undead immune to crits in this game, or are they
No,
not?
no, not in
No,
this
they're
game.
they're immune to like the sneak attack damage and stuff though.
I can see that.
Yeah.
This is sneak attack damage. That's the one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
30.
because they don't have
It has-
vital
it does
parts
have
that you can aim
It
for
does
to
have
do
damage
more
reduction,
damage.
but it's against magic, so
Yeah, it's
be
precision damage.
fine.
I'm boosting it up with. Yeah, precision damage.
automatically passes fortitude saves, but they can still totally be crit.
Mhm.
Um. So this turn is gonna take a while. If you want to go get a drink, go get a drink.
Yeah, you should set up a macro of Ozpin. God damn it.
Well, my weapon
It's
just
kinda new.
changed. So
Yeah,
I
kinda
have no
new.
idea what
Super
the fuck is
hard.
gonna happen.
Okay, so what it is it's 2d8
Oh,
points
yeah,
of
you just
fire
got a
damage
Weapon.
times
It does.
3 because of the times 4 modifier,
So
right?
it's
So it's
68 fire
68
damage.
from the crit plus the normal 2d6
3d10.
points of fire damage, and
Okay,
then
so-
you get the.
Wait. So let's do this step by step. So it's
Okay,
it's-
first of all, then the regular damage.
Yep.
Regular damage is 1d12 plus 2 times
1d12.
4.
So, but for
Second
me,
half, I think.
because my modifier is plus
Yep.
Sorry.
9, then it's
Immediate crit. Holy shit.
So what was it?
Oh,
So
that's
it's plus 2, so
impressive.
it's plus 11. So it's 1d12 plus 11. Normal.
Yes.
That times by 4, which is 60.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I
16?
keep forgetting about this damn thing.
And then it's what? It's it's 2d6 fire damage normally, and then an additional 3d8. Sorry, 68. 68.
Yeah, so
If you just roll what I just typed, it'll do all of it in one roll.
Well, I've already done the first part, so I'll just.
That's true.
So it's 68. Slash roll. 2, 6. Now I get to apply another spell. Oh wait, I also crit my corrosive touch because I did that as well. So that's doubled. So that's 10d4, I think.
Damage is pretty nice to have.
10d4 slash.
I'm keeping a rolling total going, so just feel free to keep rolling the individual damages.
It's
So that's
a high
10d4
roll.
from corrosive touch, and then shocking grasp will be the spell
final
that
one?
I put the one from the crit.
Okay.
And this is doubled as well because
crits
Magus.
do that. Yep.
So that's 5d6 times 2, so it's 10d6. And this is electric damage. The previous was acid damage, and everything else pretty much was fire.
Okay, and it is not immune to electric damage, so you're good there.
So I've done.
But you take. You get in there and wail on it with your scythe. It's one
physical.
massive cleave as you almost remove its entire leg.
Roll20's freaking out for me.
Ripping Pepsi. What's that?
Plus
What is that? Did you say my name?
Acid.
Nope.
Roll 20 is freaking out.
42.
A roll freaking out. Okay.
Yeah.
20 of
There we go. I can see your gears again. That's better.
Yeah.
So how much is it?
You should have a calculator in this.
There.
148 points of damage in one strike.
It wasn't even a full round attack. It was just a single
Just
attack.
one strike.
Well, I cast.
That is ridiculous.
Well,
I think
because
that might be the most damage for a single attack with a weapon.
Yeah.
that we've seen yet.
Because you gave me what, like a stronger version of Flaming Burst.
Yep.
On top of the 4 times crit of the Scythe that has been upgraded.
Yeah.
Plus the spell that I
No,
had
that's fine.
initially put into it doubled. Plus another spell that I got to put into it that was doubled.
That being said, it doesn't look like it's damaged it terribly much. Despite
I'm still
all of
invisible.
that, you're still invisible.
I like
That's
that
a
there
little
are also
sign.
these elemental explosions of all this different energy type too.
Yep. That's why I
Beautiful,
noted
it's
it
like
down if there
fireworks.
was anything fancy that happened.
Yep.
60 physical, 23 fire, 23 acid,
that rainbow
22
damage.
Do you get to make any additional attacks, or was that it?
That's is that
Okay,
it?
that's it.
Really?
Well, from his perspective, is that it? Strong. Go ahead.
I cast Empowered Ice Space. I assume that thing, if I poke it with the Ice Space, is gonna get hit twice, right? Like, I mean, it's really big.
You get 2 spears, right?
I get 3 of them because I'm level 13.
3 of them. You
Well,
get 6 then,
Yeah.
because they take up 10-foot spaces, right?
Yeah.
And each
Yeah.
5 foot is
Exactly.
an effective thing, right? So it takes 6.
6 of them.
6
yeah.
times the
and I
damage.
do-
Fuck 'em up.
And it's empowered, which means that
Um,
it's a total of 36 d6 worth of damage.
Okay, roll your damage.
36 d6, 117 damage. Also, it does get to do a reflex save. Although it is grappled. Does that mean it doesn't...
Automatically fails the reflex save.
Okay, so that means I now get to do another combat maneuver check
I think it's
against it to try and trip it.
staggered.
With a bonus of plus 23 plus my wisdom, which is plus 8, so plus 31.
It's staggered
How tall is it? Like,
because of frigid.
yeah.
41.
Frigid touch makes it staggered.
Oh, there you go.
So it trips.
So it is tripped. So you see this titanic skeletal form trip over itself. Well, get tripped up by these gigantic ice spikes as it falls to the ground. Tripped.
Boom, and that's my turn.
So how much damage was that?
117.
100? No, plus the 40. Oh no, that was the 41 thing. So it's 170.
That is- That is the trip. So it is both grappled and tripped.
Is it also staggered?
And staggered.
It is also staggered.
It's
Staggered
for
means
me,
it
yeah.
can't take full round actions, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So
Well, right now-
staggered.
The fourth save means that it would have been stunned, but because it can't do that, it's just staggered. I looked that up.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
That's your turn. Hog it.
All right.
You're taking chips out of its armor by the look of it, but it's still got a massive well of hit points left.
By the way,
Yeah.
just really quick, I assumed that I don't get the damage again because, like, I think when we just spawned it in, that damage counted for my round right now. Or do I still get the tentacle damage? Yes. Okay. Cool.
Yes. That
Cool.
is how it worked.
On my
Basically,
turn,
it
I'm gonna
grappled
go-
him on your round. Kind
Yeah,
of deal.
yeah.
I'm just deciding which buff to hand out. I think I want to give. Who wants a bunch of AC? I think I already gave. Gaston, you're so far away,
Oh, you gave
I
me
know.
AC. My AC is way higher. It's like
and I don't want to
Well,
walk through his threat range.
you didn't tell me
It's on the
what
ground,
my
though.
AC got
It's on the
increased
ground.
by. For iron
Oh yeah,
skin, whatever it was.
yeah, on the
It's
ground.
natural armor.
So, like,
Yeah,
just
but
to
what?
like point this out,
6.
it has
Sick.
-4 dexterity. So that means -2 to AC, and since it's tripped, that means it gets. Prone. It gets another -4
Well,
to AC.
you know what? We're disabling it pretty well. I think I'm just gonna chuck a bomb in there and light him on fire.
Radio.
Bam.
Yes, bring on the fire. I have
Inconveniently
like
enough,
40 resistance to fire right now.
We all have so much resistance to fire right now.
inconveniently
my-
enough, a prone defender gains +4 bonus to armor class against ranged attacks.
Oh,
You could buff
Go
the
ahead and
rock
roll
I'm
your
about to
attack,
throw on it.
But this is a bomb.
It's just a scatter.
I'm just saying.
okay. So no matter where
It'll
it
probably
lands, it's
hit.
gonna hit him.
Yeah, not even a
It's
problem
beast.
there.
By the way, the
It's just
+4
gonna
AC is
hit
if no one.
Did you say?
Hang on.
Did you say it automatically fails his reflex saves?
I did say that, yes.
So I mean, he automatically fails his reflex saves. So there's no reason for him to do his reflex save for my bomb.
Yep.
This is an explosive bomb. It does this much fire damage right away. But modifier changed. 29.
And then it's
it's
set on fire.
And now it's on fire. So on its turn, it takes 1d6 points of damage, and it can
It's
try to
shaken.
light itself out as a full round action, which it can't take full round actions, so it just can't light itself out.
It's also been shaken. I forgot
It
to
is
say,
also shaken.
it has been shaken for DC 18 will save.
Will
It's kind of
save,
funny that it
okay.
requires a full round action.
Yeah, not even a problem. It got a natural 17.
Yeah. What
So
the-
it is not shaken.
I
Wait,
was
it's an
reading.
undead. How can it be shaken?
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
it's,
undead traits.
It's on my thing in the criticals that I don't fucking.
Can't be shaken.
Okay, it's
Worth
too late for that
Yes,
anyway.
no.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It's
Doesn't matter.
holy stuff.
Very nice. So it is on fire. How much damage does it take? Sorry.
Just a quick
29.
29, and then another 1d6 every turn.
Okay, nice.
Please check my
Gas.
holy stuff.
Dawn. It is your turn.
That's what we've been
I
waiting.
want to take a 5-foot step and
Yeah, actually, it is, isn't it? It's within range then.
Oh
Yep.
my god, really? Wow.
Full round action.
Wait, does Gaston have 20?
It
for
is in range. Holy
no,
shit!
He's in range. Holy shit.
Look at that. Hover over the turn order. Hover over the.
sayonara, motherfucker.
Yeah. that's
Sayonara, sama.
He's so big. It's so funny.
Motherfucker. And now I'm about to drop some nukes on this shit.
So,
Okay, that everything but the 24 hits. So the
not-
24 does not hit.
Keep in mind, it does have -6 to AC.
24 hits. So everything hits. 213 points of damage. As
chop,
you
chop, chop.
choppity chop 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 at this enormous skeletal form.
Time to drop
You've
the
done
rope.
some significant damage to it now, but it is still going. It is healthy.
I have a good idea.
Goliath.
I'm gonna go
And you're
another
done.
60 feet in the air. So
Yep.
120 feet in the air. And then I'm gonna go over the thing and drop the thing. So
Yes.
70 d6 of damage. Ooh.
Oh my god.
As Yominda's long-term plan comes into fruition, and does a significant chunk of the remaining health in damage. Still alive, but you can see that it's crushed in places. The bones are falling off it now. It is struggling to maintain its form as it finally gets to make its attack.
its first turn.
Actually,
It finally gets to make its first turn, but
So
first it needs
grappled,
to make.
And it can't
It
take
is
full round.
prone, so it can't take.
120.
it needs to
can take-
needs to get up, which is a standard action, which means it's a full turn.
It's also very much on fire.
Takes
Oh yeah, it's on
1d6.
fire. 1d6 points of damage.
It's on fire from me as well. I don't know.
I'm pretty happy about that attack. I mean, I could have waited another turn to go and
Take your
double
one
60 feet up.
damage.
No, I don't think it would have lasted that long.
Oh man, good Goliath.
Okay, so it gets up on its feet, looks around, and it sees that its arms are still restrained
Where's my
by the.
Gaminda? Where's my Gaminda at?
But you notice, Ozpin, that it's looking directly at you. It can
Okay.
seemingly see straight through your invisibility.
Well,
So it's a really good thing that it didn't get to attack, because it was about to. Ozpin, it is
Oh,
your
no.
turn.
Oh man.
okay,
Where's my Gaminda
well,
at?
Disable it more.
I'm pretty much out of spells.
Don't you have like a curse that you can
It
make it have
does-
a chance to skip
It
turns?
does look like it's out of.
No, that's the.
It does look like it's
Trader.
on its last legs.
No,
though.
the lesser one has it too. It's just a lower chance.
I'm out of spells.
Ozpin, it does look like it's on its last legs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Alright.
go for random attacks.
Yeah, just beat the
Yep.
shit out of it and
I
put
do
some
have
damage spell in
one
there.
more shocking grasp, but that's my weakest of all of my
Gaminda's
Whatever.
gone somewhere.
of all my attacks. So,
Where is she?
first attack. 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Where is...
Okay. I'm gonna do the. So it's what? It's 2d6 fire damage.
Yep.
Plus, it's 1d12 plus 11 physical damage. I hit a 12. That's nice. And then
Nice.
Never mind. That's it.
first attack. What do you know?
First
Right.
attack. So you come down on its skull, like jumping up in the air with your flying wings out in an epic pose. You come down with your scythe right in the center of the skull.
Yes.
Stealing all the baskets, man.
And suddenly the explosion begins to rock. You guys have 4 rounds. So it's
I
a
fly
slower
straight up.
explosion this time. But you can
Fly.
see the expansion of the power once more.
Gaston! Do
I'm
you
coming.
want to intimidate him?
Yes.
Yes? I touch Gaston
You guys-
and I cast protection from energy. Negative
Yep.
energy. He's now
Okay.
got 130.
You might want to heal him still.
He's
You might
got-
want
yeah.
to heal him still.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
else.
I'll pop a Cure Serious on him.
He's got
I'm
100
just gonna fly
Okay.
fucking straight up as
Yeah,
fast
okay.
as I
Lightning
can.
hex.
Whoosh! Up you go. Out of there.
What's the radius on this? Is like too big, right?
By the way, how many rounds
Big.
is it?
4. We've got
4,
4
right?
rounds.
4 rounds.
Okay,
4
so
rounds. So
4 times. I healed
You have
20.
24 seconds.
And
Yeah,
I
so
heal you another
heal
26.
20 and 26
Um,
from that.
I'll heal you
I'm
once
still on
more too
Goliath, so
before
I'm
I
fine.
fly away. I have pretty good fly speed still, so I can pop
Yeah,
two.
you can run pretty fast too. And then Strom, you are slow currently, so you
There
might
you
want to shift.
And then
don't
I get the
worry,
fuck out of here.
I'm on. I got it figured out. I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Strom,
cast.
Strom, if you want to pull me out of here, I can kill him one more time.
That sounds good. So I take like a few steps
Alright.
over to him.
Yeah.
And I also cast Cure Moderate Wounds on Gaston, which I believe does
Okay.
3d8. Ah, shit, I actually have never used Cure Moderate
3d8
Wounds.
serious, so it's probably 2d8.
2d8 plus
2d8.
10.
2d8 plus.
So the first
Yeah.
two. Just do that.
I used 3 seriouses.
17.
Serious?
You
Okay,
serious?
Okay.
Gaston, you are
serious?
restored to full health.
And then I grab Hobbit.
Nah, I'm
And is the cat out? Is anybody else still
Cat's
in
out.
trouble?
Everything's
Cat
out.
is
Everything
Cat
else
gets
is
the
90
fuck out of
feet.
there,
away.
I
Okay, and we just teleport away.
I'm just.
Yeah,
I'm-
we just fly straight up
Yep.
to
I need
get
to
out
get
of
back
there.
to the ship.
So-
I can't breathe.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Up,
Together.
up,
Alright,
up,
let's
up,
see
up,
how
up,
this
up,
one
up,
goes.
Up. Ozpin is also up.
I'm very up.
Everyone is very up as it finally. Gaston standing in front of this core that's expanding and bloating and about to explode. What do you do for your intimidation?
Just incoherently babbles about the Dark Lord.
Roll your intimidation with -10 for that.
Oh.
Okay. 52.
Oh shit, that's still really
52.
good.
Oh, really fucking good. So it is most definitely intimidated as you are standing there at this dying core.
By the way,
And
this is directed
it
to the Dark
finally
Lord.
detonates, and you take 50 D10.
Okay, one time.
Okay.
No 50 D10. No 50 10s. No 50 10s. Come on.
280
He survives.
points of damage.
Yes.
Gaston, shout at that god! Shout at him!
Call him out by name.
Tell him what you think of him. Tell him you're back to Godram and you blame him for it.
Please be coherent.
How much health did he have?
I still have 18.
18. Wow, that couldn't have been much more.
But did you calculate in the 130 you got from resist energy?
Yeah.
Okay, 18.
Yeah.
Easy life. Close. Like
Easy
not
life.
Done.
Perfect plan. Perfect plan.
And with
Definitely
that,
couldn't have gone wrong.
With Gaston standing in the middle of what looks to be the crater of a nuclear bomb.
Bathing in the apocalypse.
Shouting at a god.
Now he's a super
Wait.
mutant.
Incoherently babbling.
I am super mutant.
Incoherently
I am
babbling.
unstoppable.
Gaston,
I guess I should have given him
Gaston.
intelligence potion before I left.
you gain a permanent 20 damage reduction against negative energy.
And it's resist.
Jesus Christ.
For standing in the middle of that and surviving, you are now
Is he a mutant
permanently.
now?
He's been mutated by it, yes, effectively.
I am super mutant.
And with that, we will conclude today's episode of the Dread Mists of Durengar. As for